Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone live on this Sunday evening. I hope you have all had a great weekend, and let's hope we all have a good week ahead. So, there's a couple of things I would like to talk about myself. Now, you don't necessarily have to ring in and talk about this, but it's something that I think that needs to be said because the behavior of some fans in this fandom the last couple of days has actually been sickening. Now, the moment I'm talking about in question is Children in Need. Now, Jodie Whittaker made a brief appearance at Children in Need, and Anastasia is the little girl in question. Now, Anastasia's story is a truly heartbreaking story. It's what modern kids seem to be going through today. Anastasia suffers from anxiety and also suffers from depression. Now, Anastasia has gotten basically she goes to this drama school kind of thing. It's a community thing that they set up through Children in Need, and it helps her. It helps her. It puts a smile on her face. Now, her favorite doctor is obviously Jodie Whittaker, and everybody thought it was an appropriate time to attack Jodie Whittaker. I'm sorry, but you were wrong. The end of the day, right? Whether we like Jodie Whittaker or not, you should have put your hate to one side and actually saw the moment for what it was. And it was a truly heartwarming moment. I even myself thought it was a heartwarming moment. And it's sickening the behaviour of some of these fans from the Not My Doctor side. It's truly disgusting. If you're that miserable of a bastard that you can't actually put your hatred aside for one day or shut your mouth and say nothing, right? Because at the end of the day, it was a lovely moment, and there's some out there that are trying to spoil it. Now, I don't like Jodie Whittaker myself. I really don't. I think she's over her head, but that was a nice, heartwarming moment. And for people out there to start taking a pop at that moment, you're absolutely disgusting. Seriously, you're disgusting. Um, you don't do that. There's a time and a place, and that wasn't the place, and that wasn't the time. It's as simple as that. And I know some of you out there will be surprised hearing me say that, but that's how I feel about it. It was absolutely ridiculous to carry on of some fans out there. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. So just before I came online to show me support for Anastasia, I put up those photographs. I did a little video and I put up those photographs. I did because, it was a great moment. And I've called all the other scumbags out because that's what yous are. Yous are scumbags, right? There was a time and a place, and that wasn't the time, right? It was a lovely moment. The one criticism I would have about it, right, and I've said this already, is I thought the BBC could have done a little bit more than give the child a screwdriver, maybe tour around the Tardis set. But then I kind of got me thinking they probably didn't give her a tour of the Tardis set because the Tardis set has been pulled down because she's obviously gone, and obviously there'll be a new Tardis set. Don't they always blow up the one from the previous Doctor? So maybe that's why there wasn't that tour. And another thing as well, people are speculating because she turned up with Children in Need that she's sticking around for Series 13. I've never heard that and so ridiculous in all my life, to be quite honest with you. Christopher Eccleston in 2005, as we know, was sacked, replaced by David Tennant, but he showed up on Blue Peter in full costume, and he was already sacked. So it means absolutely nothing. Absolutely, I see it all on Twitter, people celebrating and saying, "Oh, the other side, they got it wrong. She's sticking around." Means absolutely nothing. And as I said before, and I'll keep saying it, when was the last time Jodie Whittaker was actually physically seen filming Doctor Who? It's been months. Okay, so again, the fans jumped the gun. She's gone. The information has not changed since January. I've been saying it since January. Jodie Whittaker is gone in 2020, and that is what's going to happen. Now, You can hear it in my voice. I'm literally annoyed over this whole Anastasia business because this listening to her story was truly heartbreaking. Kids nowadays are screwed. They're screwed enough as it is with the way society is going, and they don't need the added pressures of anxiety and depression. And for a little girl her age to be suffering from stuff like that is truly heartbreaking. So when Jodie Whittaker came out on stage and I seen that child break down crying and seeing the joy in her face, you could feel nothing but happiness for that moment. I'm sorry, right? As I said, you must be a miserable old bastard if you thought that was the time and the place to have a go at Jodie Whittaker, right? It wasn't the time and place to have a go at Jodie Whittaker. It's truly disgusting. And I know a few here have actually done videos because yous have been truly disgusted by it. And you know what? It was great to see. But you know what? This whole situation has showed what this fandom has become. It is truly disgusting what has gone on. Truly disgusting. Ought to be ashamed of ourselves. Ought to be ashamed. I picked me not moments to have a go at Whittaker. And yesterday wasn't. Children in Need wasn't. When that get no. It's really annoyed me. It has shown the worst side of this fandom. Worst side of these fans. And these are supposed to be Doctor Who fans. These are supposed to be Whovians. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed. Sorry. All right, I've calmed down now. By the way, I just want to say again, he's probably blue in the face of me saying this now, but I just want to say thank you to Ballstrek yesterday. It was nice of you to bring me on for your first live stream on your channel. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed because of that interview that I did on Ballstrek's channel. Nice to have you all on board. And I hope to see a few of you tonight in the live chat as well. And we will give you a nice, good welcome. And if anybody wants to phone in tonight, Daniel, I know you want to phone in, so I have your name down already. But if anybody else wants to phone in tonight, you are more than welcome to phone in. Obviously, we're still doing serious one of Christopher Eccleston because we didn't actually get to finish that. So if anybody wants to talk about that and whatever classic Who episode you want to talk about, and obviously we will, if you want to bring up the children in need and show your support for Anastasia, I would be more than willing and I welcome it, to be quite honest with you, because it is, it's disgusting. It is, it's just vile. It's vile. It's look. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. And some people will think that I'm selling now. I'm not, right? I still think she's over her head, right? I still think she's the wrong actress. But as I said, there's a time and a place. Time and a place. And you know what? I feel so strongly about it that, do you remember the edited video that I did of Yellow? I'm going to take that down tonight, right? It's got over 1,000 views, but I don't give a crap, right? I feel so strongly about this. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It has to stop. It has to stop. It's actually sad it is. You know, thankfully, and hopefully, Anastasia hasn't seen any of this behavior because she'd be ashamed. She'd be ashamed of this fandom as well. And you know what? It is. It's truly disgusting. It's really annoyed me. And it has really shown what this fandom has become. Do you know what? I'd rather Doctor Who just disappear now. Disappear. The fandom is gone. It's finished. It's done. And Stephen is right. The fandom needs time to recover, to rip the guts out of the fandom. Yeah, it's finished. It's done. It's disgusting what's gone on. Disgusting. And you know what? We've all played a part in some way. Like, let's be honest, including myself, we've all done things, and there's things that I'm looking back at what I said and done, and I kind of like thinking, you know, you've got to pick your time to have a go, and you know, the children in need wasn't the place. It's really annoyed me. Right, well, I've had my say on it, so I'm going to leave it at that because, you know, what this channel is primarily about is doing Doctor Who as well, and talking about how much we love the show. So we'll talk about something positive. But I just wanted to get that out of the way, because to be quite honest with you, it's getting out of hand. And if it doesn't, look, we have to stop blaming the BBC. We have to stop blaming Jodie Whittaker splitting the fandom. Everybody is responsible for their own behaviour. I'm not taking that excuse anymore, right? Every single person is responsible for their own behaviour. And if you act like a dick, it's down to you. Simple as that. Don't be blaming the BBC. Don't be blaming Jodie Whittaker. Don't be blaming Chris Chibnall. We know what they've done, right? We know the fandom hasn't been the same, right? But at the end, they take a responsibility for something that you've done. And don't keep blaming the BBC, blaming Jodie Whittaker, and blaming Chris Chibnall. We've all been guilty of it. So I don't buy that anymore. Don't buy that excuse anymore. BBC, it's BBC's fault. Everybody's responsible for their own behaviour. BBC are not responsible for your behaviour, right? It's like that idiot from the Time Ladies. She's responsible for her behaviour, but she doesn't be called out on her behaviour. Now, she put out a blatant discriminating tweet, right? And she has been reported, just to let you know. A couple of people that I know within Doctor Who that are prominent in Doctor Who have seen the tweet, and they've done something about it. Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you're going to sack Gareth Roberts for 2 tweets, and remember, Gareth Roberts is a gay man, and he told 2 jokes that people took the wrong way. They were tweets that he put out 2 years ago or something, and he wasn't allowed to put his story in the book because Susie Day, who was also writing a story in the book, felt uncomfortable, right? So his story was pulled, right? Now, people will argue he still got paid. That's not the point. His work wasn't published because someone's feelings were hurt, right? Now, she has blatantly, the Time Lady, she has blatantly sent out a discriminatory text, right? And nothing will be done. Now, she has been reported, but nothing's being done. It needs to be highlighted because she can't be getting away with this, right? And then there's the other idiot, Josh Snares, right, was saying that he likes Series 6 story arc, and someone disagreed with him, and he says, you're wrong, right? He's not wrong. He just has a different opinion to you. And I even said it, that's what's wrong with the fandom. Idiots like you think that your opinion is the only valid opinion, but it's not. I hate these people. I really do. They're also responsible. But yous are responsible for your own behaviour, like they're responsible for their behaviour, and I'm responsible for my behaviour. And as Whovians, we should be behaving a little bit better, right? It's just these last couple of days have really sickened me. Oh, right. Let's see. Before I do the shout outs, let's see how many have asked to come on tonight. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be on Ballstreck's channel again on next Saturday. I've been invited on again. And also, while we were doing that live stream, Gary popped on. Gary from Neurotics popped on. And he also gave us an invite onto his channel as well. So, you know, I just want to thank those guys. But I want to thank Ballstreck especially, because none of this would have happened if Ballstreck obviously hadn't have brought me on. And you know, it was nice. It was nice that I was able to go on my friend's stream and be the first one. People laugh at me when I say Ballstreck is my friend, but I talk to Ballstreck all the bloody time. Like we've gotten to know each other over this last year, and people think, you know, because I've had some people text me, oh, you think you're friends with all these people and all this, but yeah, I am actually. So, you know, it's good to see that I'm getting so much support off these guys, because you know what, we've worked hard on this channel. We've got a good community on this channel, and you know, it's Ballstreck is good enough to come on here again as well. Oh yeah, he's coming on again, by the way. He has agreed. He also said during the live stream that he'd pop on. We're going to be doing Series 12 reviews together as well. So there's a lot of good things coming. And hopefully I can get the other lads on as well. Now, I haven't asked them, so I'm not going to just say I'm getting them on. I have to ask them first, but I'm hoping to get a few more YouTubers on as well. And we have a good hour natter because I know everybody. I put the re-upload up and everybody actually enjoyed that, and then everybody watched the live one, which was great. And I think it was the biggest audience I've ever had. To be honest with you, it was brilliant. It was actually very good, I have to say, and people in his stream were very welcoming. And a couple of the people that actually subbed to me were over there as well. So thank you for joining us. It was really good. I actually have to say it gave me a bit of a boost, to be quite honest with you, So I'm actually happy. I'm happy for the channel, to be honest with you. And I'm happy for all of us because, the hard work that we've done has paid off. So yeah. So let me see. Can someone check? All right, it does. Do you know what? At this stage, look. If someone out there wants to imitate my channel, right? Well then, go ahead. Right? I'm living in their heads 24/7. If that's how sad they want to be, let them. Okay. This channel is on the up now, so I don't give a crap what these muppets do. Exactly. As Paul said, ignore them. Don't care. Don't really care. And I actually really don't care anymore. I don't even actually want to be told, to be quite honest with you. Let's just do what this channel does best. All right. Now, who have we got? Hold on, I've got a message. All right. Who have we got so far? Let's see how many callers we've got. And then I'll give out the shout outs as I normally do, guys. Do us a favor, give the video a like if you've liked what I've had to say so far. And also, yourself, make sure you're still subscribed because you know yourself. So obviously Daniel's coming on. We've got Rick. Yvette is coming on as well. I know Yvette has a story to tell. Oh, she has now. Yvette has actually wrote another review, which is great. That's what we wanted. So brilliant. Can't wait for that. If there's anybody else that would like to ring in tonight, as I said, the more callers that we have, I have Daniel. So I'll write the names down actually. Hold on. Where's my pen? I always do this. Right. I've got my pen. A piece of paper, which I have too. Yeah, where is it? What's that? Right, so we have right. All right, we've got some good names. That's right. Rick as well. Who did I promise to bring on first because they couldn't get through? Do you remember I promised someone they could come on first tonight because they couldn't? They rang in and they couldn't get through. Who was it? Can someone remember? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another name. I know there's another name I'm missing. Right. While I'm thinking, maybe if I call the names out, I'll remember. Oh, Charlotte, that's who it was. Sorry, no, still would have technical issues, so another time. No problem at all, Charlotte, and welcome to the stream. Okay, we'll just do the normal shout outs. If anybody else would like, I have you down, Daniel, don't worry about that. But if anybody else would like to call in, a couple of more callers will be great. We will get a better system than the messenger system, right? Because I'll have to start thinking ahead now. To get as many views as we can involved. But don't be shy. Ring in or don't bite. Well, maybe a little bit. I'm only messing. Yvette is here. Excelsior is here. Daniel, as I said, welcome. Lindsay, welcome, Lindsay. Who else have we got? We have Peter Davison. We have Paul here as well. Welcome, Paul. We've got Yvette. Welcome. Derek is here as well. Welcome, Derek. Unknown 289 is here. Stephen Cassidy is here. Welcome. Lindsay is here. Welcome, Lindsay. David is here. Welcome. Bad Wolf is here. Bad Wolf 66 is here. Sorry. Welcome. Ted is crying beside me because he knows I'm live now and he wants to be on camera. Super John is here. Welcome. Who else have we got? My wife is watching some murder thing or something. I don't know what it is, but she's engrossed in it, man. It's weird. I have to sleep with one eye open tonight. Hold on, Ted. I'm just going to give a few more call outs and then I'll pick you up. Charlotte, as I said, is here. Welcome, Charlotte. We've got Amy here. Welcome back, Amy. Mining Care Boy is here. Welcome. Blue Bonnet Hoovian is here. Welcome. What teddy bear? I'll get you up as well. RG Ross is here. Welcome. Let me see. Blue Planet is here. I don't even know. What was that? Welcome anyway. Nice to have you. Gamer50 is here. Gamer50 actually has a channel because I do normally give a few shout outs on this channel. Go and check out their channel there. A good friend of our mystery artist. Some of you know who the artist is. Keep stum. But for people that don't, it's the mystery artist friend. So go and check out their channel there and show your support. We've got Christopher here as well. Welcome. Zero 0 subscribers 99 is here. Welcome. Carl M is here. Welcome. And yeah, everybody gets a mention on this channel, Carl. If you're new to the chat, I think you are new to the chat. We try to keep the chat as positive as we can, and you know, as clean as we can, to be quite honest with you. So if everybody just, you know, we have certain guidelines in on this live chat. We don't allow any sort of what would we say? We don't like people just, you know, how do we put it, being nasty to other people, or you know, you can disagree in the live chat and stuff, but just once everybody takes into account that everybody has a different opinion. I don't really care, to be quite honest. Techno Fresh 1000. I don't know why you think you have to keep alert me about it. I don't actually really give a crap. If they're that sad to do something like that and to copy all my videos, let them. YouTube have new guidelines in place, so they will soon get the channel and take it down themselves, so I have nothing to worry about. So yeah. So we can just keep the chat on what the topic is, please. I don't want to know. I'm being honest. I don't want to know what's going on. So let's keep it on topic, and what you talk about whatever else you want to talk about. But I don't want to hear that. Anybody that actually talks about that will be taken out of the chat. That's what's going to happen. I don't want to know. Now, where are we? We'll start taking calls because that's what we do. No problem, Carl. Thank you very much. And welcome aboard, by the way. It's nice seeing new faces here. We've built a nice little community here. A lot of people in the chat here are actually friends with each other and talk off the live chat. So hopefully you'll make some friends here, because everybody is quite friendly. So welcome aboard. And anybody else that's new, that's joined, welcome. It's nice to have you all on board. And hopefully now the next couple of months you will enjoy the content that I put up on this channel. And welcome, Michael Richardson. I am well, thank you very much. Nice to have you on board as well. Right, so let me see now. So just going to get the order of the calls. Right, so okay, so obviously nobody else wants to ring in tonight. That's fine, but we've got 4 callers. If I could get one more, that'd be great. If anybody else would like to call. So I have Daniel, not in this order, by the way. I've got Daniel, Peter, Yvette, and Rick that are calling in. If anybody else would like to call in, that would be great. One more call, maybe. Caller, maybe. Thank you, Paul. I see Paul's on the ball tonight. Well done, Paul. I love it. I love it. And unknown to 89, you'll see that, as I said, as soon as we got more subscribers, I start adding back moderators. So you are the first lucky one. So welcome back. Right, let's do this. So first call. So here's the order I have now of the calls, right? How does one call in? You add me on Messenger. I'll write it up on the chat. And my profile picture is a Tardis with a keg in front of it, and it's all blue. You'll see it. But there's the name you enter on Messenger. Just until I get, I'm obviously going to find a better system eventually. This is the best way so far for me. The easiest, I should say, so far. And it actually kind of works because everybody can hear everybody. So the order of the calls, and I have to make allowances for some people that actually have to come on early. So we've got Yvette to come on first, then Daniel, and then Rick, and then Peter, if that's okay in that order. But that there's certain reasons why certain people are coming on at the same time. Oh no, thanks, but I wasn't a moderator before. You were. Oh my God. You were. Do you not remember? Oh my God. He doesn't even remember he was moderator. Oh my God. That's funny. That's why we love you. And you used to be, don't worry, Bad Wolf, you'll get it as soon as the channel keeps growing. If the channel keeps growing, everybody will get it. Was just, there was too many because like the whole chat was just moderators, you know. Right, let's get the show on the road. So we've got Yvette first anyway. So hopefully Yvette is ready. Right, Yvette is ready. So let's get the show on the road, as they say.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to have you on board. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Hold on.
I've done another synopsis for everyone.
Great.
Hopefully they'll enjoy it.
Right.
I've done a new Who. I've done Dalek from the very first Dalek one.
Right.
By Christopher Eccleston.
Right, cool. Hang on for a minute because I just need to find out. Can everybody hear Yvette? I just want to check and make sure everybody can hear you loud and clear. Do I need to turn up the volume a little bit more, or is it perfect the way it is?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, it's clear. Okay. Right, Yvette. So you might as well knock us out with your synopsis. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to try and sound a bit more menacing, as Cheryl pointed out. I'm a little bit cheery.
Right.
So, this synopsis is of Dalek from Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper's era.
Right.
The first season of New Who. We start with the Tardis materializing in a large room. The Doctor and Rose step out. Doctor says, I don't know, some sort of signal. Rose asks, where are we? Utah, half a mile underground. The Doctor turns the lights on, revealing a museum of alien artifacts. He comes across an old enemy head, a Cyberman from the classic era. Rose asks if this is where the signal's coming from. The Doctor says, no, this is stone dead. Whatever is sending the signal is alive and reaching out for help. Alarms start going off and guards arrive and arrest them. In an office, the Doctor and Rose meet Van Statten and his helper, Adam. An artifact that Adam is showing, and the Doctor demonstrates it's a musical instrument. Van Statten questions them, why are you here and found so near to the cage? Van Statten explains it's his one living specimen. The Doctor, show me! Rose goes off with Adam. Van Statten explains they've tried everything and anything to communicate, but nothing works. The metal case it's in shows definite signs of life. We call it the Metaltron. The Doctor enters the dark room and the door shuts behind. He introduces himself as the Doctor. The single blue light is added by yellow lights either side, and it speaks. Doctor! Impossible, says the Doctor. Again, the Doctor! The lights come up, revealing a Dalek in chains. It says, exterminate! The Doctor runs to the door, but it's locked. Then he notices the weapon is broken. The Doctor laughs. Ha 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 ha! It's not working. Fantastic! You're powerless. Keep back, says the Dalek. If you can't kill, what are you good for, Dalek? What are you doing here? The Dalek. I am a soldier, awaiting orders. Well, you're never going to get any. Your race is dead, and so is mine. And the coward survived, says the Dalek. The Doctor responds, and I heard your little cry for help, but no one's coming. There's no one left. The Doctor says he knows what the Dalek deserves. Exterminate. He flicks a switch and electricity runs through the Dalek. Van Statten and staff run in and save the Dalek. Back with Rose and Adam, Adam is showing Rose artifacts. Rose asks, wouldn't you rather be downstairs seeing the real live alien? Adam explains, Van Staten doesn't allow people in there. But I am a genius, he says. I can pack into the cameras. The image appears and it shows the Dalek being tortured. Rose is disgusted and demands to be taken there immediately. Back with the Doctor and Van Staten, the Doctor explains what a Dalek is and how dangerous it is. The Doctor is told it landed on Earth like a meteorite, burned for 3 days, screaming all that time. The Doctor surmises it must have fallen through time, the only one left from the Time War. Van Staten points out that the Doctor is also the last of his kind too. Next, we're in a lab and the Doctor is being experimented on. Back at the cage, Rose and Adam enter. Rose says, hello, we can help. My friend is the Doctor. The Dalek responds, I'm in pain. They fear me. Do you fear me? Rose says no. The Dalek says it's dying, but glad it had met a human that was not afraid. Rose touches the Dalek. The Dalek comes to life, extracting DNA data and starts to heal itself. The guards get Rose and Adam out of there. Condition red, not a drill, is announced over the base. Van Staten and the Doctor hear it. The Doctor says, release me if you want to live. The Doctor and Van Staten are in his office, talking to Rose on the monitor. Rose says, it's all my fault. A guard says it's locked in the cage and the lock has 1 billion combinations. The Doctor says the Dalek is a genius. It will take less than a second to open it. The Dalek unlocks the door. The guards fire. The Dalek ignores them, goes to the console, punches the screen and sucks all the electricity from the entire west coast of America. The Doctor says it's downloading everything, learning. Back at the cage, the Dalek says, the Daleks survive through me. Meanwhile, Rose, Adam and a soldier are being taken to the Doctor. The Dalek emerges and exterminates everyone. The Dalek continues on. Back in the office, the Doctor instructs that all the weapons testing area are given guns. Back with Rose, they reach some stairs. Rose is thrilled, but as the Dalek approaches, it says elevate and continues up the stairs. Only Adam and Rose are still alive. They run through the weapons testing area. They watch as the Dalek destroys everyone. The Doctor rings Rose and tells her to run to the door. Get through the door. I can't stop it happening. Adam makes it, but Rose doesn't. Adam arrives in the office, and the Doctor presumes Rose is dead. But then the Dalek appears on the monitor with Rose. It demands the door is opened, or it will kill her. The Doctor opens the door. Adam takes the Doctor to see if he can find any weapons. He finds one. Meanwhile, Rose and the Dalek arrive in Van Staten's office. The Dalek is about to kill Van Staten, rightly so, but Rose talks it out of doing it. The Dalek is changing because he's used Rose's DNA. He is turning into a Dalek-human hybrid. Rose and the Dalek reach ground level. The Dalek fires at the roof, exposing rays of the sun. The Dalek opens its casing to enjoy the sun. The Doctor arrives, tells Rose to get out of the way, but she refuses. It only wants the sun. The Doctor is confused. Rose says, it's changed. The Doctor drops the gun. Doctor explains to the Dalek that it's no longer pure. Rose says, isn't that good? Not for a Dalek, says the Doctor. The Dalek demands Rose to order it to die. So she does it. It elevates and implodes. Van Staten is removed, and the whole place is going to be filled with concrete. Adam tells them to hurry, and they grin at each other and get into the Tardis. Adam follows, and the Tardis dematerializes. The end.
That was absolutely brilliant. While you are while you were actually reading that, a lot of people said you could actually do Big Finish, but I asked people to rate it out of 10, and Bad Wolf gives it a 8.5 out of 10. He says the CGI hasn't aged well. Unknown 289 says 9.5 out of 10. Blue Bonnet Hoovian says 10 out of 10. You people are crazy. I love that comment. Blue Planet says 9 out of 10. I might have to rewatch Dalek. You've actually, everybody that's been listening to you actually says they're going to rewatch. You've made people want to rewatch Dalek again. Stephen Cassidy says,
oh, fantastic.
10 out of 10. But that's the whole point. Charlotte says 9 out of 10. Good rating, 7 out of 10 from Amy. I said that's the most controversial one. Unknown says, I think Midnight and Heaven Sent are 10 out of 10 for me. I would agree with you on that. But to me, I think Dalek is a 9.5 out of 10. I would agree with that. And I'll tell you why. I didn't like the whole part at the end with the Dalek wanting to, I could understand why it didn't want to be.
I agree. It's not a great ending.
It's not a great ending, but other than that, I'd agree. It is definitely, and it's not overrated. Actually, it's not. It's actually a good story.
No,
I've seen a few people.
I tell you what. No, is there any of the new Who they'd like me to do?
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Is there any other new Who episodes you would like Yvette to do? And by the way, some people thought your Dalek voice was brilliant. By the way, yeah.
I try.
So, yeah. Blue Planet makes a good point. I wonder if anybody will be still reminiscing about season 11 in 10 years' time like this.
No.
No. Simple answer. No. The Dr. AC has joined us. Welcome. I see Leland also joined us, and Raymond O'Reilly has also joined the chat. Welcome all.
Hi, guys.
Let me see. Someone says Heaven Sent. Blue Bonnet Hoovian says Heaven Sent. Sorry.
Right, so we got two for Heaven Sent.
Yeah, one for Heaven Sent. I got mixed up. It was Blue Bonnet Hoovian for Heaven Sent. We've got.
What about Satan's Pit, the double one? Because I think that's a fantastic story.
I actually like that story. Yeah, I actually love that.
That's a good one. It's a double one. We could do over a couple of streams.
Yeah, I actually do like that one. Please do not do Doomsday.
You like Midnight. You like Midnight, don't you?
Yeah, I like Midnight as well. Everybody, a lot of people haven't sent. There's one for the Shakespeare Code.
Really?
Yeah, I actually like the Shakespeare Code one. What's wrong with the Shakespeare Code?
I couldn't get over the guy playing Shakespeare because he was in
Shameless.
God, remember that?
Shameless.
Yeah, Shameless. Yeah. I just couldn't get over the fact it was him. I think that's what ruined it for me.
Lindsay says the Idiot's Lantern. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate that episode. And then she retracted her comment. You didn't need to do that. But yeah, I mean, we could get her to do the stories that we don't really like. I didn't like that episode. Yeah, for some weird reason. I just
thought it'd be a good idea.
And the Olympic one, what was it?
I'm a Dalek fan, but if anyone else wants something else.
Heaven Sent seems to be winning now. To be quite honest, Heaven Sent. There's about 5. There's a couple for Midnight. Midnight seems to be in second place as well. Idiots Lantern says Lindsay. Yeah, but you might look. You could do as many of them as you want, Yvette. You've got a few ideas there. You can come on every time and do
I'd like to do some that people want to hear, and not just the ones I like.
Yeah, but World Enough and Time and the Dr. Fall says the Dr. AC. There's one for you as well.
The Doctor what?
World Enough and Time and the Dr. Falls.
World Enough
and Time. Yeah, that's Stephen Moffat with your weird lead. And the Dr. Falls, that double parter. Yeah, that was actually a good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Cyber, the Mondasian Cyberman, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Rivsong. Yeah, that's a good doubler as well. Yeah. Okay, I've written them down. I will get to work on them.
Paul, just before you got Family of Blood. Paul wants Family of Blood. I actually like that 2-parter as well, Human Nature and Family of Blood. It's actually a great little two-part of the Scarecrow one set in World War One.
Scarecrows look scary as
Yeah,
hell.
that's a great.
They are
Seriously, that is
scary.
actually. See, man, this. See the way we're talking now, right? This is the way we should be talking about Series 11, but there's nothing there that gives us that feeling towards it. There's nothing. It's just. It's a shadow of itself. It's even a shadow of New Who. It's just Vincent and the Doctor. Yeah, I wouldn't
that's a
mind
great
that.
one
That
as
is a
well.
good one.
That's a great
I
one as
actually
well.
I get very emotional at the end of that one. Actually,
Yeah, I do.
seriously, if you don't, you don't have a heart. Simple as that.
No, that was a brilliant one.
And for someone that suffers with depression, I know exactly what Mr. Van Gogh was going through. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible.
It is.
And that's why I was so annoyed at people that had to go at Jodie Whittaker for what she did for Anastasia, because that girl is going through that anxiety, and you thought that was the appropriate time to have a pop. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And well, you know how I feel about all that anyway.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
yeah. You know what would be really funny?
Yeah.
I pick one episode from Series 11, do a synopsis, and see if I can make it actually sound good.
That one, they do sound good, though. They do sound good.
That's a challenge.
Well, I think they sound good. So, yeah. Brilliant. I really enjoyed that, I have to say. Listen, thanks for coming on and starting off the stream. You have to put a smile on everybody's face anyway.
Thanks everyone.
So, thank you very much. And Blue Planet is right. I genuinely tried to think of a positive thing to say about Series 11 after watching them all. I have nothing. That's the problem. Unfortunately, that's the problem we have. I just can't say it. There's nothing positive I can say. As I said, the only episode that I can slightly talk positive about is Kerblam, because I think that's the closest thing we got to a Doctor Who episode. But even in that, you see what the politics were like in that, and you see what they were doing in that. And I'm sorry, just Series 12 is going to be a very interesting series to review.
Well,
it's probably going to do me nothing
about it, because
I'm just hoping it's good.
Brave enough to do it. I just pick the jaw up off the floor every time I see it.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool. Right.
Anyway, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, and it's a nice kick-off to the stream for everyone. Love to everyone as always, and
thanks very much.
I know she's watching.
Yeah, she can't hear now. She has me big earphones on. Do you remember the big earphones? She has the big earphones on. They're plugged into the telly, and she's watching some murder thing or something, or whatever it is she's watching, and she's engrossed in that.
She's happy. That's good.
She is. I mean, looking at her now, the facial expressions on her must be horrifying what she's listening to, because the facial expressions are like.
Oh God!
Right, go on.
She's secretly watching Celebrity Get Me Out of Here.
Oh no, I can see the screen. We're gonna watch that. We have that recording because yeah. And I watched it last year, and it was actually good. But Caitlyn Jenner, wherever you call her, Caitlyn, is that her name? Yeah. I mean, look. All I'll say is that if Caitlyn Jenner wins, I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here to fix.
Yeah, I only know two people in it. There's a footballer and a TV presenter.
Yeah, unfortunately, Paul, I do agree with you what you just said there. But for obvious reasons, I cannot actually say that, because then I'll be accused of misgendering, and so I have to call.
No, but I've said it.
It's ridiculous, though.
Anyway, I will leave you to get on with all your other calls, and I'll speak to you all in the chat.
No problem. Listen, thanks for coming on, and you look after yourself, right? And we will talk soon. We will talk very, very soon. You didn't have to, Paul. You didn't have to retract the message. I just can't say it. That's all. Right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming on. Listen, I love that Did you see the smile on me face? Seriously, you have to put a huge smile on people's faces. That's the way you should feel when you talk about Doctor Who. That's the reaction you should have when you talk about Doctor Who. But every time we talk about Series 11, and when we spoke about Series 11, it just causes arguments. It causes a lot of anger, and people are just have lost their passion. For the first time yesterday, I finally admitted that this show is finished. When I seen, look, I've no problem with 50% female writers and 50% male writers, right? I've no problem with that. The problem I have is, and I've seen some try to defend this. Well, certain writers back in the classic era had no experience, but they wrote some of the greatest episodes. Fine, fair enough. But the problem is, it's the type of writer that they're actually getting. Some of these writers have credits on Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, and other shows like that. Now, they're daytime soaps. They're soaps, evening soap shows, right? That's not the caliber of writing that Doctor Who should be getting. You can get someone with no experience, but knows that has. You can get someone with no experience, but they have to be at a certain level. Working on Coronation Street, Emmerdale, or Hollyoaks is not the caliber of writing they should be getting. If you want to get someone with experience, you should be getting someone that writes either for The Bodyguard or writes for even Luther or someone of that. They mightn't have sci-fi experience, but they have the experience of writing and know how the character develop. That's half of the battle, right? They can get them writers in and help guide them, and that are sci-fi writers, and help them then. This is the problem I have. None of them have actually experience, right? And I'm sorry, their experience that they do have is not good enough to be taken on a show like Doctor Who. And that's the problem that I have, right? So, no problem with 50-50. If that's the way they want to go, great. But get people in that actually have experience of building characters, that can build story arcs, and that haven't worked on daytime soaps or evening soaps. You need to be getting a better caliber of writing. It's like what they did with Jodie Whittaker, as I said. Jodie Whittaker, in my eyes, is the same level as a soap star, right? She should be in a soap or a drama like Broadchurch. Because they're at her level. Doctor Who is a couple of levels above, even more, right? It's a different ball game. It was BBC's flagship show at one stage, right? So it was one of their biggest shows. So she was never the right person to take this role anyway. Whether we believe the role should be gender swapped or not, that's beside the point. She was not the right person to take on this role. She's way out of her depth, and it hasn't helped that Chris Chibnall has handicapped her, because he told her to play scenes, right? He basically told her, don't put your own personality in it. What she's doing is she's copying who? Matt Smith, David Tennant's Doctor. And it's not working. So, right. Enough from me. Let's get the next caller on, which is one of our favourite guests, been with me obviously from day one. Hold on. Right, hold on. I just need to get the next caller in line. Where are we? There we go. Leland has joined the live chat as well. Welcome, Leland. I always like to see, just if I see a name popping in, I'll give you a shout out. Welcome you along. I like to do that, because people appreciate it as well, I mean, it's nice to recognize the people that are supporting you, and there's no harm in that. So we got our next caller. Here he is. Oh, I gave it away. You all know who it is, don't just.
Hi. Oh, how are you tonight?
I'm not too bad, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad myself, so congratulations on the extra subscribers I managed to pick up yesterday, and I enjoyed your stream that you done with Old Trick yesterday as well. I managed to catch up with it.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I was, it was actually great. I really enjoyed it, and as I said, Ballstrek has been always a great supporter of this channel, so it was nice to actually go on his channel. And as you know, he's been on this channel before, so it was nice to
Yeah,
do that. Do you know, he's been very. I've said it plenty of times, but I'll say it again. He's one of the nicest guys in the fandom. I've been saying it. Nobody
yeah,
knows the stuff that he does behind the scenes, and the same with the other lads. They get an awful lot of stick and they do an awful lot of
yeah.
work. Just before you start, though, Daniel, Chuckzilla has popped in. I'd just like to say hello to Chuckzilla. I was talking to Chuckzilla before I actually started the stream. How are you? Hope you're doing okay, mate. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. Right, Daniel.
Um,
Sorry about that, mate. I never asked you actually what you wanted to actually talk about tonight.
and well, first of all, I totally agree with your points in the whole children in need scenario. This fandom is completely screwed, man. And basically, I agree with what you said. That the fandom should have put their hatred of Jodie and take her to one side because at the end of the day, she was doing a charitable thing
Mm,
for a kid that is going through clinical depression
yeah,
and anxiety, and for her to bring a smile to that kid's face, I thought was really nice. The only gripe that I would have about it is the BBC could have done a wee bit more
yeah,
in regards to it, though. But like, I can't really fault Jodie with a ticker on her part because I thought she'd done a pretty good thing, though. Also, I can't really fault her. And for those on job sites, so in that moment, please just piss off out the fandom. You're not welcome, in my opinion. That was disgraceful.
yeah. It was. Look at no matter how I personally feel about the woman, what she did there was absolutely fantastic. She gave some joy to a little girl that has been suffering, and for people to actually go and slate that is truly disgusting. And they don't. You're right, Daniel, and fair play to you for saying it. They don't belong in this fandom because that's not the way we should behave. In fairness, that girl did when that girl broke down. Right. Do you know, I thought it was going to be a turning point, but not for the reasons why we're talking about it now. But it has been a
Yeah,
turning point for me is I've really seen what this fandom is about now, and I don't like it. Right. I really
yeah,
don't. And both sides are at fault here. Both sides. And
yeah,
as I said earlier, and before, don't worry, I've stopped the time, Daniel, because I don't want to break into your time. But I will say this, as I said, don't keep blaming BBC for your behaviour or Jodie Whittaker for your behaviour. You're responsible for your own behaviour, okay? And no matter how you feel about Jodie Whittaker, going after Jodie Whittaker when she brought some joy into a little girl's life is below the belt. And you truly are pathetic people. And you know what? I'll say it out straight. Now, I use the hashtag not my Doctor Who, right? Because it's about the
yeah,
show, it's an overall. But these were people from the not my doctor side, right?
yeah,
Now, you're truly pathetic people. As I said, I'd love to find out who the leader of this not my doctor is because they're doing a lot of damage in
yeah,
this fandom. They're actually giving us all a bad name that don't like Serious 11,
yeah,
and we're all being tarred under the same brush as those scumbags. Those scumbags, yous are scumbags. That's what yous are, right? Yous don't
yeah,
have a heart, right? Yous are truly hateful people. Yous do
yeah.
not belong in this fandom anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with what you're saying. So, like, I basically can't fault take her for that. She done a good thing. So, like, all those people need to go Tartana. I might not like the woman personally, but I respect what she done. Yeah, and I thought it was a nice moment because I seen your video of the kill up, and I thought it was a really nice, and I thought it was a really nice moment, and the girl's reaction was priceless. You know,
Yeah.
it was a really nice moment.
Oh, by the way, people are saying that I should not the language, no, fill the swear jar. By the way, with YouTube's new copy rules, it's okay for me to drop the odd f bomb because apparently if I drop the f bomb, my video will automatically be put not for kids. So everybody's been making a big deal out of this copy thing. Yvette sent us a video to clarify a few things, so a few things were clarified. So my channel is not going to be in trouble, to be quite honest with you. We're grand. The only time that my channel will be in trouble is if I put a video that I say is for kids and it's not for kids, and vice versa. They can actually, if they think that I'm actually putting videos up and labeling them wrong deliberately, then they can hurt my channel that way. But you can do it at the channel level and the video level. So I've nothing to worry about. So the fact that I'm dropping f bombs is actually good for this channel because at the end of the day, me streams won't be shown anywhere near kids. And to be honest with you, this channel isn't for kids. So
Yeah, and to be honest with you as well, like, I think it's not just the show anymore that's screwed, it's the entire fandom as well as the
yeah,
show. I don't think this fandom will ever recover it anymore, to be honest. It's with you, because you've seen how sick it's gotten over the past couple of
I
years.
know.
It's disgraceful. I'm telling you right now, I've been ashamed to be a Hoovian up until now, basically. It's just, oh, it annoys me.
Do you know what, Daniel? I agree with you. But I thought the fandom was better than this. I really did.
Yeah,
And this whole children in need has exposed the ugly side of this fandom. And what we must do now as a fandom, the ones that actually are disgusted by this behavior, we need to be calling people out on their behavior and holding them to account for their
yeah.
behavior. This fandom has to change. Okay. Now I agree with you. I think it's dead and buried. Stephen Cassidy has said he thinks that the fandom should go on hiatus, that we should take a break. The show should go away. Do you know what? At this stage, I would agree. I would agree because
In fact, I know I won't be too popular with saying this, but I don't think that, like, I think the people doing this and whatever on both sides have destroyed the fandom so much that, like, there shouldn't even be a fandom anymore, because I remember how kind this fandom used to be, and now, like, all of a sudden, 15 years later, it's turned into a cesspool.
it has.
It's just a nightmare.
It has, and it's brought out. And look, I'm holding my hands up. I haven't always helped the situation either. So I'm not
Yeah,
just having a go.
yeah,
I'm not just having a go at people. I've been guilty of it, right? Other YouTube,
yeah,
we've all been guilty of it, right? We all have to
yeah,
take responsibility here, right? It's gone too far. It's gone. She's gone in 2020 anyway. There's nothing else to
yeah,
fight anymore. You know what I mean? There is nothing. It's pointless. She's gone in 2020.
yeah.
So there is no point of fighting anymore and having a go
I,
at the woman. Because at the end of the day, yes, she has said things that we're all pissed off about, but she's gone now. Right? We move on as a
I,
fandom and we try and look, we have to see common sense here. There's a
Yeah.
time and a place, and I keep saying it, and I'll keep repeating it. There's a time and a place, and Children in Need that night was not the time and the place to have a go at Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah, and and I totally agree with your comments as well that you said, oh, because the first, because that is the first time I've ever actually heard you open up and say that the show is finished, because I know you were optimistic. Unlike myself, who's a crab at gets me, basically when it comes to the show, but like for the first time I actually heard you say that, and then that's how I know that this show is finished. When a guy like you that's actually tuned into the show for almost 40 years basically is coming out and saying that that's how you know that this show is finished basically.
Yeah, I'm actually, for the first time now, I've came to the realization that I don't think this show can be saved, and you know what? It actually hurts because I know this show had potential. It just it needed a look. It shouldn't have continued after RTD, in my opinion. I think it should have actually went on a break back then, but we got Stephen Moffat. He did produce some good seasons, but
but at the same time, if that happened, we wouldn't have got like Smith and Capaldi.
I know. I agree with you, and I do agree with you, but it has been struggling on, and that's the problem. The writing hasn't been up to scratch, and this is the thing. BBC thought by gender swapping the role that this would somehow reinvigorate the show. Well, you did get viewers watching on the first episode, but then you watch the rest of the weeks and they're dropping off like flies. The gamble hasn't paid off. And unfortunately, what you've done is you've isolated half of your fandom as well. So,
I remember like every Saturday, it used to be the event. It used to be a big event. Though I used to get myself excited every week. And to be honest with you, all my excitement's gone, though it's lost. It's event since the 80s, so there's no excitement from me basically, or yourself, or anything in the chat. No, it's just lost its appeal. No, so basically, it should go away for at least a decade, maybe even longer than that, and then maybe consider bringing it back. Although I still don't think the fan base will recover though, 'cause it's just a cesspool now, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with Argyros here as well, Daniel. He says the fandom was split when male viewers were told they were not good enough, and the BBC decided that they wanted a completely new audience for the show, which has been male oriented for 50 years. I said that. I actually said that as well. A lot of fans have said that, and we agree with you. That's the gamble that Chris Chibnall actually made.
Yeah.
He wanted to get rid of the old fans and replace them with new fans. But what's happened is the new fans are not sticking around because the quality of the writing hasn't been good enough, and she's just not good enough in the role. Now, if they had Olivia Colman in there, even with the bad writing, people then would just be focusing on Chris Chibnall. But Jodie Whittaker hasn't helped herself, as I said. But this is the problem. They took a gamble, didn't pay off, and now look what they've done for Series 12. They've brought back the Daleks. They've brought back the Judoon. They've brought back the Cybermen. Now I'm starting to think they brought back the Judoon because that's obviously a connection to the New Who. They brought back the Cybermen and the Daleks. Obviously, they have connection to New Who and Classic Who. So they think they're being clever by introducing all these villains. It means absolutely feck all if the writing isn't up to standards. And you look at those group of writers and directors, and I'm telling you now, and I was always positive, and Daniel will tell you all this. I was always the one that was optimistic that it'd be turned around, and I even said, I have a funny feeling they won't double down, because look at these classic monsters. If he does it, he finishes them. The Daleks are going to be utterly, completely destroyed. Seriously, Cybermen finished.
Yeah, I agree with you and Chibnall, but like I've basically done that argument to death, basically. But one of the things that I keep meaning to bring up is, see the Doctor Who magazine team, it should have like fans that grew up during the classic era as well, because like you to get your voice heard as well, basically, and like it really annoys me that there isn't any writers that grew up during the classic era that's writing for the magazine. Where's the balance and the viewpoints where and it comes to classic Who reviews and stuff? You get all these idiots that are about my age that are basically destroying classic Who. Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm 24, and I think the classic Who's are more enjoyable than far more enjoyable than the River I series. So if anybody from Doctor Who magazine is actually listening to this right now, get some fans and that actually grew up during the classic era, and let's have a bit more balance and opinion.
Well, here's the thing, Daniel. They did have see, this is the problem. They did, right? The old time team actually had the balance correct.
Yeah.
They had some newer fans, new Who fans, and they had classic Who fans. But what they did was they got rid of them all and replaced them with a bunch of woke PC ideology bleeding dickheads that haven't got a brain between the whole lot of them. Now, this recent tweet from Beth the Time Lady, and by the way, she is a public figure. So for anybody out there that goes to criticize me, she's a public figure. She writes for Doctor Who magazine, so she's fair game, right? When she puts up a tweet that discriminates parts of this fandom, she should be called out on it, okay? And she did, right?
Yeah.
And she should be called out on it because she was quick enough. She was quick enough to have Garrett Roberts fired, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Along with Susie Day. They were quick enough to get rid of him because he felt uncomfortable. Well, I feel uncomfortable with the fact that you don't recognize that this fandom actually has a majority of male fans, and the fact that you've actually totally discredited them for the past 2 years. She needs to be held to account. Now, I've been criticized because I've highlighted some of the things that these women do, right? They've even asked this fandom for money during Terrence Dix's death, right? The week of his death. Truly disgusting.
By the way, that actually made me feel as if he's sick, though, because I'm a big fan of Terrence Dix's writing, so that made me violently sick to my stomach when I saw that. And when I saw that, that's the reason why I hate that woman with an absolute passion, is because she turned around and she done that on the day that Terrence Dix passed away. Absolutely disgraceful.
I know.
And Terrence Dix is one of the most important people in the Doctor Who community, because he's contributed stuff all the way back from the Patrick Troughton era to John Pertwee, to Tom Baker, to Peter Davidson, and he's written some of the audios and other realizations as well. So he's done a lot for the fan base, and for her to turn around and do that, I'm sorry, but I hate that woman with a passion.
No, what I don't like about her is that she will say something, she'll get called out on it, she'll play the victim, she'll cry foul, she'll leave Twitter for a while, right? She'll close down her account, she'll come back then all our followers then, because she's retweeted that person's tweet that's called her out, then gets hate. It happened to me, right? They did the same with me, the Time Ladies. I don't even follow them, and I think they have me blocked, right?
Yeah.
This woman and our friends, right, and everybody else that's working for Doctor Who magazine, even that Josh Snares fella, right? They have this arrogance about them, and they think that they run this fandom because the BBC have allowed them to work on certain aspects of Doctor Who, and they think that they've let the power get to their heads, you see, and they think that they talk for all the fandom. Well, you don't. And your opinion is not the only valid opinion out there. Everybody has the right to express an opinion.
Oh, by the way, as you've seen, though, they don't speak for anything in the comments. They certainly don't speak for you, and they damn sure certainly don't speak for me either, because basically, even though I grew up with you, I can honestly say Classic Who is the undisputed king, and the two TV series of the show. Classic Who will always be better than you, in my opinion.
Michael Richardson is saying that he has received some death threats. Well, here's the thing. I'm not questioning you or your truthfulness or anything, but have you got evidence of this? And if you do have evidence of this, actually, I'd like you to send it to me, because I will put it in the video and highlight it. Obviously, if it's ordinary people out there, it's not the Time Ladies themselves directly sending death threats, but it's their supporters. Send it to me anyway, and I'll show what people are saying about you, but I will have to protect their names. Obviously, I can't expose them that way or put my channel in danger, but I can certainly put them up and highlight what's going on in this fandom. So if you have actually screenshots of the kind of threats you've been getting, you can send them my way and I will gladly put them up on the video. But remember, I will be protecting, because I have to, unfortunately, you know what I mean, I have to protect this channel. But as I said, I can't show people the type of stuff that's going on in the fandom and what people do say when you disagree about, not like, you know, because you have an opinion about Series 11 that doesn't fit with theirs. It's ridiculous. And you're right. It's happened to me. I've got death threats. I've even got severed heads sent to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Carry on the fandom.
And to be honest with you, if somehow the show survives to get a series, like I'm telling you, that I've got a funny feeling that a new possible show runner will just be as bad as Chapno. Based on some of the stuff I've read about her career and what have you, she might be even worse than what Chapno has been. So basically, either way, the show is good and a creative aspect.
Yeah, I agree. And we're about to run out of time there, Daniel. So what you call it? I will leave it there with you. Listen, as usual, great call, my friend. And thanks for coming on. And you know what? I agree with you 100%. And I'm glad there's some fans out there that actually see sense. Because, you know, as I said, the behavior the last couple of days has not been nice. And this fandom has, as we both agree now, this fandom is absolutely screwed. Listen, thanks for coming on as usual. And I will see you tomorrow night.
And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. You look after yourself, pal, right?
Yeah, you too.
You too. All right. See you, man. See you.
See you.
Now. And that was Daniel, everybody. Another great call from Daniel. And you know what? I'm glad that there's fans out there, especially ones that don't like Series 11, that have actually come out and criticised these people, because, you know, it is truly disgusting. And, you know, obviously I didn't want this stream to be kind of all about this, but it looks like it is, but I don't mind, because it is something that needs to be highlighted. You know what I mean? It's. I know I keep repeating myself, but I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. See, it's at the catching me off guard, to be quite honest, because I've tried to be as optimistic as I can, and I'm not anymore, and it's sad. I'm actually sad, believe it or not. For the first time, I realised that, you know, I knew the show was in trouble, right? But as I said yesterday, it's mortally wounded now, and it's game over. Doesn't matter what they do now. We need a miracle. That's what I said. Now we actually need a miracle for Series 13. We need a miracle. We need everything, and it's not going to happen. And we know deep down it's not going to happen. We need everything in place that's just spot on. The right doctor, the right showrunner, the right set of writers to go with that showrunner, and to keep those kind of politics out of that show. But we know it's not going to happen. The most we can hope for is that they do less of it. This is the thing. We've gotten to the stage where we're hoping that they put less of this crap into the show, and that's the best we can hope for. So I'm agreeing with people. I'm putting my hands up and saying you were right. The best thing for this show to do is after Series 12 is to go away until at least this madness blows over. And God knows how long that will take. Some people are speculating we could be another 2 years before people get pissed off. I can actually see people getting annoyed right now. Do you remember, just before I bring on the next caller, do you remember when Joker, all those media outlets were saying ridiculous things like that? US soldiers would have to be on US soil and all, because it was going to be a load of shootings and stuff all over the place because of this movie. 0 shootings and 1 billion in the bank. The most successful, isn't it? The most successful R-rated movie of all time. So I wonder how all the media outlets and all those journalists that were having a go about the toxic white male. Well, screw you. Do you know what? I love it. Do you know, I love the public. The public, yous are absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? While that movie is doing great, the new Charlie Angels feminist reboot has flopped. So again, well done to the women that didn't buy into that bullshit and didn't go, by the way, Elizabeth Banks is blaming white men, or blaming men, toxic males, right? Even though the movie wasn't promoted or aimed at us, but it's their fault anyway. Yeah, no love. You can't have your cake and eat it. What you should have done was you should have made a Charlie's Angels movie, kept out your man hating out of it, and actually made a decent movie with a decent script. My advice to you is go back to doing the comedies where you played some sex-crazed maniac, because that's all you're good for. You're not a good enough director. Your movie proved that it's flopped. So get over yourself, okay? Don't be coming at us because you're not actually a good director or a good writer and you've started off with a shit movie, okay? Sorry, but don't buy that crap. Right? Don't be blaming men for your failure. Own it, and people would actually have respect for you. Own it and say you got it wrong. You know, people would actually show a lot more respect for you. Own it, say you got it wrong, and, you know, move on. But no, you never own it. You just want to blame everybody else. Right, let's get on the next caller. Let me see. Yeah, I will get back to you, Paul, on that after I finish the live stream, if that's okay. I just want to get the rest of the callers on, and then we'll have a chat. But that sounds like a great idea. So who have we got? So Peter, you used to just let me know if you're still coming on. I have you slated next, and then we have Rick, and then we have Michael. So we have our 5 callers. So Peter, if you're still ready to come on now, let me know. If you're not ready to come on, I will take Rick, and then I'll take you after Rick, and then vice versa, whoever. Just let me know now. Who else has come into the chat? I've seen a few more names, and you know me. Near the Holics are here. Welcome, lads. Nice to have you here. I hope you are doing well. Look forward to your video. If you haven't subscribed to the Nerdaholics, Bad Wolf 66 as well, give their channel a subscribe, and any other YouTube channel. As I said, guys, you know, to get around this whole YouTube thing of deleting channels, you know, subscribe to each other. Even put up a little video. It doesn't have to be of Doctor Who or anything, but to keep your channel open, put a little bit of content on, because they are deleting channels. So to kind of keep your channel, to make sure that you still subscribe to your favorite YouTuber, do what other people have been doing on the live chat and putting up little stupid videos. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a 5-second video of your hand. You know, get people to like it then and to comment. It doesn't matter, like something stupid like that. I thought of that idea, and I thought that's one way of getting around it. But then they brought all this to the other crap. So maybe it won't work now. I'm sub night all, says Carl. Carl, good night. And thank you. And thanks for the warm welcome. No, you're more than well. You're more than welcome, mate. Listen, nice to have you on board. It's nice to see some new faces in the chat, and welcome aboard, as I said. And we hope to see you during the week. Just for anybody that actually is new, we do live streams on Sunday, obviously tonight, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as I said, I'll be on with Ballstreck on Saturday. Now, he has told me who else is coming on. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything yet, but if I'll obviously put it up on my channel and let you know, so everybody can come over to Ballstreck's channel and watch us all. What's wrong? Do you want to come up and say hello to everybody, Teddy? You haven't seen Teddy all night, have you? No. And he's all like Teddy. So here he is, because he has to be. There he is. So for anybody that's new to the channel, you will probably see some of my live streams. No, don't be licking me here. That doesn't look right, Ted. Don't do that again. Right. Some of you that are new, Ted is our little dog here, right? He's our little unofficial mascot. And the odd time he likes to come on. And, you know, especially when he sees that I'm talking on the screen, he knows I'm live and he just be jumping up. So this is, for anybody that hasn't met him, this is our dog, Ted. Yeah. And, yeah, he has his own little channel, believe it or not, because people wanted to see more videos of Ted that joined. So, isn't that right, buddy? Say hello to everybody. Yeah. Now, can I bring on my next caller now? Can I? We bring on my next caller? Yeah. Now, Mammy, he sees Mammy is alive. Right. Let's go. Let's see. Peter is ready. Well done. Right. Let's get this show on the road.
Hello.
Hey, Peter.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. We're not too bad at all. Cheryl's fine. Cheryl is actually finished watching our program now. I just actually have to check on her for a second. Hang on. Are you okay, baby? You look very emotional. What happened? Oh, Cheryl's about to have a bit of a cry because she's seen something not nice on the TV. So
Oh, okay.
She'll be okay. She'll be okay. So, what would you like to talk about tonight, mate?
Well, just thinking there's not much Doctor Who to talk about except for that Children in Need thing where people were acting scummy about it and trying to find conspiracies about it. Like that one person who said, "Oh, she rubbed an onion in her eye." I didn't see any onion.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they're trying to
ridiculous.
make something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I seen that myself, and I didn't actually highlight that one. But if you actually think that the crowd that were there, right, would have allowed that for forcefully to happen anyway, or someone wouldn't have called them out, ridiculous. Whoever came up with that onion theory is a bleeding knobhead. I'm sorry, but you're a knobhead. All right, they were genuine tears. There wasn't a bleeding onion, you idiots. Go on anyway. Yeah, but I agree with you. That was a stupid theory. An onion. Imagine. BBC, they get an onion. This is how ridiculous this fandom is, right? An onion. So she didn't cry herself. They rubbed an onion in her eye. That's child abuse. They're not going to rub an onion in the child's eye. Oh, get away. Seriously, an onion. Yeah, I mean, what did you think of that Children in Need appearance by Jodie Whittaker? What did you think of it?
It was genuine. I mean, the girl was excited. She was in the moment. Just a shame Bradley Walsh couldn't be there, but he's busy, I guess. I mean, he might be in America with his son doing that show in that camper van.
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I know. Imagine. I can't get over I actually seen that. I forgot about that until you mentioned it, but I did actually see that comment. An onion. Oh man, these are really. I'm telling you, you will find that, and they just can't accept that a little girl actually likes Jodie Whittaker. Like, come on, get over yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like they're overreacting.
They are overreacting. Everybody is overreacting. I've even overreacted in the past myself. We need to get beyond the fact. You know, we know Jodie Whittaker's wrong for the role. We know that, you know, she has said things in the past. But at the end of the day, as I've said, and I've been saying this since January, and it hasn't changed, she's leaving after Series 12. So what is the point? What is the point of having a go at her anytime she does something good? And she did something good there. Whether you like her or not, she gave some joy to a little girl. And this whole onion thing is just, Jodie Whittaker is hating. So this is user logic. She's so hated that even little girls don't like her. Well, that's a big fat lie, because we know little girls like her, whether we like it or not. Some little girls like Jodie Whittaker. Right? Simple as that. And watching the VT of Anastasia before she actually came up onto the stage, you could see that she loved Jodie Whittaker. It wasn't put on. And nobody shoved an onion in her face. That onion thing, sad and terrible. Is that an actual thing? I think there is. And I think that people have been making a big deal out of that on Twitter about the onion. Absolutely ridiculous. Fucking onion. Oh, they're a bunch of. Do you know what? That's not my doctor side. You are a bunch of idiots. Seriously, you are. And you know, I don't like Serious 11, but you are the ones that are giving us a bad name. And apparently, and you know what? The funny thing about it is that people on Twitter think I'm ahead of this movement, right? I gotta put it out straight there. I'm not ahead of that movement. I never would be, because whoever is running it are a bunch of idiots, right? Because they have an agenda, right? They're a bunch of sexist dinosaurs, right? And disgusting and vile people. Whereas we are different. We're criticizing the show, and we do criticize Jodie Whittaker when it's got to do with the show or acting and all that, and if she comes out and says some stupid things. But these people take one step further. There's clearly a sexist agenda to what they do, right? We have a problem with the gender swap because, as far as we're concerned, it doesn't make sense to the canon, and they only do it for political reasons, right? These idiots are just plain sexist, end of. And whoever actually is in charge of the Not My Doctor or the Not My Doctor movement, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Seriously. It's pathetic that you let your hatred overtake you when there was a joyous moment there. That was a heartwarming moment. And it just goes to show that you don't have a heart, right? So you don't belong in this fandom. Because what did Peter Capaldi's doctor say? Be kind. You just haven't got a kind bone in his body.
Yeah.
And you don't
Never
deserve
be
to be in this
cruel, never
fandom.
be cowardly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't have a decent bone in his body. So as Daniel said earlier on, and as everybody else has said in the live chat, you've no place in this fandom, and the Not My Doctor movement, whoever you are, get out of our fandom. You don't belong. And if they want to take me on, all well and good. I'll take yous on. I've no problem taking yous on, because yous are a bunch of sexist muppets, and yous couldn't just let that little girl have her moment in the sun. Yous had to be assholes about it. So no, I'm sorry. Enough is enough. If I call out the other side, I'm going to call you gobshites out as well. And you know what? I'll give it to the pro-Jody sides. They behave themselves over the children in need. And you could truly see, you know, that everybody that has a heart thought that that was a great moment, right? And bitter old men, whoever yous are, yous want to grow up and stop with your hatred. Hey, it's Ed. Oh, he's all excited. What happened to him? Go ahead anyway. I mean, yeah. I mean, look, I could go on about this all night, but I'm not going to, and I nearly have, but it just has really annoyed me. So we'll just kind of move away from that. We were going to do a review. See, if there's any episodes in Series 9 you would like to talk about, your favorite episode of Series 9, your favorite episode of The Ninth Doctor. Sorry, I keep getting confused.
Ninth Doctor.
Let
me see.
Eccleston.
Well, I enjoyed Dalek. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it brought back the Daleks to what they're meant to be: pure hatred, pure genocidal and ideology. And I like that they finally made them fly properly. I mean, no more going up the stairs jokes, because that really irritated me pre-2005. I mean, it's like these beings have destroyed an entire galaxy and reshaped one in their own image. I mean, you don't see the Borg doing that. You don't see the replicators from Stargate doing that. I mean, Daleks are just OP. I mean, Space Marines, they wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Dalek. It's a good, solid story, actually. As I said, I didn't kind of like the end of it, really. I thought the ending was a bit of a letdown. But other than that, I mean, that scene, and everybody talks about it because it is one of the best, and it probably is one of the best scenes in New Who. That with Christopher Eccleston in the room with the Dalek, when he says I'm the Doctor, and the Dalek says Doctor, and gives it loads, like, yeah, that's a great scene. But that's how the Doctor should actually react when they see a Dalek.
It was true drama, real. Yeah. It's kind of gritty too, compared to the more modern series.
Yeah. The modern series now, this series now is aimed at kids. They've dumbed it down. And this series only attracts people that are less intelligent than us. And I'm sorry if people are offended by that, but that is the bottom line. We're more intelligent than them because we actually like our sci-fi where we actually have to think about things. But Chris Chibnall has decided to dumb it down. Now, he says it's for kids. He's dumbed it down for the kids, but he hasn't. He's dumbed it down for today's fans, because today's fans actually haven't, as I said, they actually haven't got a brain between them all, and they can't figure things out by themselves because everything is handed to them on a plate. They're told what to do. So when it comes to TV, especially sci-fi, that's why a lot of them hate Arrival, because they don't know what that movie is about, and they don't get that movie because they just can't use their brain to think, because, as I said, they've been spoon-fed everything and they just don't know how to process information. So that's what Chris Chibnall has essentially done for Series 11. out of this era, he has dumbed it down for the masses.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm talking about today's kids, Arduous. Today's kids are not that intelligent. I'm sorry, but they're not, because they're being force-fed all this feminist agenda. They're being force-fed all this other crap. They're given medals even when they come last. They're a shielded generation. They're a generation. They're going to be a generation of pussies. Could you imagine these people if countries ever went to war with each other? Right? We're screwed. We're screwed. The next stage of human development is a bunch of pussies. This human race is going to die out if we allow this to continue. Seriously, human race is going to die out. We are going to kill ourselves because these idiots. We need to stop them. Right? They're getting in all parts of society. Right? They're getting in their entertainment. Right? They're brainwashing their kids in schools. Right? So I disagree with you. The kids nowadays are stupid because they learn everything off tablets. They have a tablet in their hand, glued to their hand 24/7. They play with mobile phones. They're more technical savvy than us, but they won't be able to go out there in the big bad world and be able to deal with social situations because they do everything online. Their social life is online. So as adults, they're going to be absolutely full of anxiety, depression. They're going to be screwed. You've seen it with Anastasia, so suffers with anxiety and depression. That's the kind of kids that we're bringing into this is the kind of kids that we're raising. We're putting unnecessary pressure on them, right? And they're going to break. They're told that there's 500 genders or whatever, right? There's 500 ways to identify yourself. We're confusing the kids, right? So I'm sorry, if this whole world went to war, right? There was 18, 19-year-olds, 15, 16-year-olds fighting World War I, World War bleeding II, right? Could you imagine if there was a World War III? We are screwed. We are screwed because I can't even get into it, but we are absolutely done as a race if this continues to happen. They are dumb and done. We are actually going backwards as a society. We're going backwards. We're not progressing. We're degressing. Look at it. Look at everything that's going on, right? And look what used to happen back in the day. It's identical. We're actually going backwards. We should be moving forward as a society, but we're not. We're actually going backwards. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we're heading towards a very dangerous time in human society, in society in general. And we're at a critical stage. We need to stop. We've got a 16-year-old that's going around the world, right? Going around the world. She should be in school, but she's gone around the world lecturing adults about climate change, right? And nobody has said, asked why isn't she in school? Why isn't she getting her education? Why is she being brainwashed by adults? She's being brainwashed by adults. I'm sorry, I don't believe in the climate change thing, and people can disagree with me all they want, right? They've been saying
just a tool.
If I go by the UN report that was made in 1989 or was 1990, it's one of them. My country should be underwater now because they predicted that my country would be underwater by the year 2000, right? We're not underwater. It's bullshit. Bullshit. And Greta's parents should be ashamed and they should be locked up for child abuse. They're people that should be locked up. They brainwashed their child. The scientists, and I mean the scientists out there, right? The scientists out there that tell us that this is bullshit, but they get discredited, right? Okay, they get discredited. The people on the side of the climate change see an opportunity to make money. And this is all that it's always been about money. First it was global warming. Then it was, what was it? It was something else before it was actually climate change, right? So they keep changing it every time, right? And they never actually show you proper facts. And all the facts they give you projections, right? It's always projections. They can never give you 100% facts to show us, right? They're manipulating the weather. They've been manipulating the weather for decades now. People think that we don't have weather manipulation technology. We actually do. So all these weather fronts that we're having, all these superstorms, is a result of that. They're making you think that it's climate change when it actually isn't climate change. The climate changes naturally, okay? It changes naturally. We're a little speck on this planet, okay? Yes, have we not? I'm not saying we haven't done damage. Of course we have. We've done a lot of damage. There's plastic in the oceans, right? We should be doing something about that. Why isn't Greta, right? If she cares about the environment and the climate as much as she does, well, then why doesn't she go to, where was it? I seen it in the Dominican Republic. I seen a video on Twitter, right? And the ocean, it's actually truly disgusting. The ocean is full of plastic, right? If she cares about the environment that much and cares about the climate, well, then why don't you go get your boat, go to the Dominican Republic, gain support, and clean up the fucking oceans, all right? Seriously, right? That's what we should be doing. We should be clearing up the oceans first, okay? People recycle. People are getting better, right? I'm not saying we shouldn't recycle. We should do everything that we can to make this planet a better place for our children. Yes, I agree with that, 100%. But this climate change thing is a load of my arse. It's a load of my arse. Sea levels rising. Sea levels rising. Really? Really? I have a graph there that shows the sea level has been up and down over the last 100 bloody years, right? It goes up and down. Always has. There's a thing called the sun that we have that evaporates water, by the way. You know, people are stupid. They're actually thick. You need to look into this. Climate change is not a real thing. It's not. It's fake. It's a hoax. It's a money-making scam. Look at Al Gore. Look how much money he's made from it. Right? Look at the big gaff that he's in. Right? Look at all these climate change activists and look at the homes that they're in. Right? And if they're actually, do you know what? I've always said I'll give Greta one thing. It's at least that she believes in what she's doing so much because she's brainwashed that she actually gets on a boat, right? A sailboat, right? To go around these places, right? But then you see Leonardo DiCaprio, you see Al Gore, right? They're in big fucking aeroplanes and private jets. Well, if you care about the environment that much, yeah, you wouldn't be getting on the fucking aeroplane. People have seen a way to make money and con people, and this is the next one. Sure, even in this country now, they're thinking of bringing in a climate change tax, and that's what it's all about. It's all about the money, and that's what it's always been about, and that's what it will always be about, unless us as people say enough is enough of your bullshit and actually give us the facts. All right. So I don't believe it, and if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. But I know I'm not wrong. Now, my wife believes in the climate change. That's fair enough. I don't. And I have strong beliefs. And, you know, I'm not going to say that you're wrong if you do agree with it. But I do think you're being manipulated, to be quite honest with you. And Michael Richardson says we got taxed enough already. Exactly. You pay taxes already. And that should cover everything. But it doesn't. Because what happens is the politicians put the money in their pockets. So don't talk to me about the climate when it's not real. It's all bollocks. So sorry about that, Peter.
I'm just letting you rant on.
But listen, you have your own little channel as well. So we'll just talk. Have you finished any of your animation for your next episode of the what are they called again? The
Telebot Chronicles.
The Telebot Chronicles.
Well,
yeah, what's happening with the Telebot Chronicles? Fill us all in there.
I've got one trailer ready for episode 3. I've got one more scene to animate.
Right.
I've commissioned a thumbnail for it, which I'm going to use for when I upload it. It should hopefully come out next week if all goes to plan. Nice.
And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do. He'll put the link in the live chat in a few minutes. So go on. What can we expect from the next exciting episode?
Well, you should expect big battles. The humans and the Telebots, they make an alliance against the blue robots who let's say they hate flesh and cyborgs. They just want to purge it. There's a slight spoiler. There's a revelation that there are hundreds of thousands of them on the planet, and the Telebots which have crashed there, they're trying to get the humans out of the city so they can be beamed up into the Telebot ships. So it becomes sort of like Zulu. They're outnumbered, but they've got to make their way out.
Wow. Sounds
and
interesting.
then episode 4 leads on from there.
Michael Richardson says, sounds interesting. What's your channel's name? He will put the channel up, but it's Bad Wolf 66. Isn't that the one that you did the telebots on, isn't it?
Yeah, Bad Wolf 66. It's just my username.
Yeah, it's just his username. If you actually click into his name on the live chat there, it will actually lead you to his YouTube channel. But he will put the link up on the live chat there for you. Or if anybody can actually do that for us, I know Chuckzilla is good at doing that. If you could actually put Bad Wolf 66's channel up on the live chat, I'd appreciate it, because I still haven't got a clue, even though I was showed. But
yeah, so the trailer would be out sooner, but I was ill for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we know you haven't been well. How are you doing now anyway, buddy?
I'm doing much better. I mean, it feels great to feel awake again.
Good.
Alert.
Good. It's good. It's nice to hear, man. We don't like hearing when someone is unwell, especially if they follow this channel, because, we do miss. See, here's the thing. Everybody gets to know each other so well here is that we actually notice when people don't turn up, and they do be missed. So, like, you were missed. So, and there you go. Chuckzilla has done it first. So he's put your channel up on the live chat. So everybody, please give him a sub there. I can't wait for the next episode to come out, to be quite honest with you. I enjoyed it. Very good, by the way. Check out, I'm not messing now. Go and check out Nearthaholics channel as well. Go and subscribe to them. Whoever has a channel there, just let people know that you have a channel. Put your channel in the live chat there, and we'll try to get as much support for you as we can. Listen, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, Peter. And I know I went on a bit of a rant there, mate, but I'll bring you on again. If you want to come on tomorrow, mate, I'll put you down on the list and come on, and we'll have a proper little chat. And
yeah, sounds good.
Not a bother. And if there's any episode, as I said, of series one of New Who that you would like to bring up as well, just to let you know, just in case you want to write something down and come on, and you can discuss your favorite story with us.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Listen, thanks very much for coming on. I really appreciate it, mate.
Okay. Nice being on.
Not a bother, man. Nice having you on as usual. Listen, thanks for coming on, mate, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, pal. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And that was Bad Wolf 66. Thanks for coming on. And Cheryl is back. Hey, Cheryl. Yes, who's back? Back again. Cheryl's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? 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 No. I created a monster because nobody wants to see no more. They want Teddy. Uh-oh. Yeah. Teddy is the superstar, but he's lying down having a rest. He must have tuckered himself out there, did he? Yeah. Right, let's get ready. We've got 2 more callers to go. And then we are done. And then we'll be back tomorrow. And then we'll do it all over again. And yeah. And hopefully we will have we'll have something nice from Yvette. And hopefully we get a couple of more new callers as well. Right, so let's see if we're in time to get our next caller in. Oh, what happened there? Hi, Desert 004 has joined the chat. Welcome, my friend. Nice to have you on board. I just in case I've missed anybody. Rick, I have you up next as the next caller. I've sent you a text there. If you can come on, just let us know. If you can't, we will get you on another time. And all the tweets I got sent say tweet unavailable. What does that mean? It means either the person has blocked you or on the thread, but I don't know if there's a way. I think if you can, sometimes if you click into it, the tweet might still come up. Yeah, you're the last call, Michael. Yeah, I will have you on. I've got Rick to come on now, and he has actually got in touch with me there, so I will bring Rick on now, and then you will be the last call of the night.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can indeed, Rick. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Great. Okay, I'll just turn my speak off so we shouldn't get any feedback or anything.
Right. Well, my wife has
Okay.
said I insist on referring to Rick as the Rickster. Right. So we'll call you the Rickster. Right. The Rickster is the trickster. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine, thank you. I've been called far worse than that, I can assure you. That's quite acceptable, sir. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, we like to
I'm
give
good,
nicknames
thank
to
you.
people on this channel, don't we? Don't we? Yeah. Yeah. Right. So you're the Rickster. So Rickster, what would you like to talk about tonight, my friend?
Well, first and most importantly, I've got a new little snippet for the Teddy the Dog musical.
Oh, by the way, yeah. Hold on before you say it. And Cheryl, you missed the Rick did another song for Teddy. You missed it. Yeah, you missed the new song. So yeah, you'll have to. So yeah, oh yeah, Teddy did. So you will have to listen to this one now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop off for a second, but I am listening. I just have to do something. You go and do what you have to do, and then I'll be back. I'll be literally 2 minutes. I don't want to say what I'm doing, but I have to. I know it won't be 2 minutes. Go ahead, Rick.
Okay. So I've just got a snippet.
Hey,
I've got
nature calls, Ted.
I'm getting some of the best songwriters and musicians to come up with some melodies for the musical, but I've got a great line about I'm going to use for us. So it starts off. We all know that dear little Teddy loves to have a snarl. So it sort of goes, he may sound grumpy and gruff. He just wants those cheesy puffs. Because he wanted those cheesy puffs the other day. So there's a little line.
Oh my gosh, I
It
so
will
needed
come.
that.
It will eventually be off Broadway in the Atlantic Ocean. But we'll stage it one day. Damn it, we'll stage it one day. And so the reprise, because you missed this, Cheryl. The reprise goes, Teddy the dog of doom lifted us from our gloom. Snarls at your feet, toss him a treat. Teddy the dog of doom. So that's the end of the show.
Oh,
We're just going to fill 2 hours of
I feel like there'll be a lot of
theatre
jazz
space.
hands, spirit fingers. Will there be?
I've decided to.
That's the challenge. You've got to fill 2 hours of premier stage space with the life story of Teddy. I thought that might cheer us all up a bit. But, speaking about how they reacted to that poor little chap, poor little girl rather, and meeting her heroine, the Doctor, I thought that was just beyond the pale. But, from my own experience, when you start researching how people influence other people, it's all in that bite method again. So you make people feel guilty, you make people feel isolated, you dehumanize them, and as soon as you dehumanize them, you can use them like a commodity, like anything. That is the trap that we all fall into. Our enemy is no longer a human being. Oh, you like such and such. Oh, you're not a human being anymore. And
Yeah.
there's a little switch that can get triggered in our brains, and suddenly we can get very nasty. So thankfully, no one's died from this entrenchment between these social justice warrior idiots and sensible, normal people like us. But it could do. And the way you avoid that kind of conflict is take a step back. Remember that person was a baby one day.
Yeah.
You know, mummy held that baby in her arms and cared for that baby and loved that baby like no one else on the planet.
Mm.
And we don't know what the stage of their life is they are at the moment. Like, for example, when I first left the Jehovah's Witnesses, I was an absolute mess. So if you'd have met me back then, you'd have thought, what a dick. Because I was an arsehole. I really was. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You run and you catch up.
Yeah.
You know? And you've been isolated. You run and you catch up. And you try and mimic and you try and assimilate yourself into normal life. So I wasn't a very nice person at the time. Now I'm lovely. I write musicals about Jack Russells, but it was a journey. It was a process to get there. And so remember, folks, when you're in a conflict with someone, if you're resorting to name calling, all it does is show you've got a weak argument.
Yeah.
You know you can't win it, so you're just going to, oh, you're fat, you're black, you're Jewish, you're whatever. Pick something that's different, and then just have a go at that. And that links in with straw man arguments, where they say, oh, you're saying something, and they twist it a little bit and then they knock it down. It's called a straw man argument. And when you actually research how these techniques are, you can spot them a mile off.
Mm.
Salesmen use it, religious leaders use it, politicians use it. Advertisers are always trying to appeal to our emotions, get us emotionally attached to something, then you can sell more things.
Yeah.
So, educate yourself about how all this works, because someone is pulling the string. Someone's having a right old laugh at making us dance on the string. Oh, look what I can do. I can get these silly little twerps to dance on the string. All I've got to do is say, we quite rightly say that these little social justice warriors are fine little snowflakes, as they are. The merest little thing will set them off into, I've got the vapors. They're like southern ladies in Tennessee Williams place. Oh, I have the vapors. And they start fainting all over the place. And like I said, life is struggle. Freedom is anxiety. That's what Soren Kierkegaard told us. He was a philosopher. And he said, look, if you want freedom, you're going to be anxious. You're going to be, what do I do next? Where do I go? Where do I put my feet? If you want a nice, easy life, let someone tell you what to do. When do I get up? You get up at 7 in the morning. Where do I go? You go to work. What do I do when I get there? I'll tell you exactly. That's a nice, easy life.
Yeah.
If you want to live in a cage, fine. If you want to be free, and if you want to be independent, then you are going to have to struggle. You're going to have to think, how do I react to people who disagree with me? How am I going to bridge that gap? Can it be bridged? Because like I said to you the other day, I don't know if it was you or someone else, but I came up with, I thought it was quite a good turn of phrase. We build bridges. Who lives under bridges? Trolls do. Yes?
Yeah.
So as we build bridges with people, there are people underneath those bridges going, we don't want you to have a bridge.
Yeah.
We want you to hate each other. Why? Because when you make people afraid, you can get them to do anything. Look how our personal freedoms are being ripped from us because of fear. Oh, those horrible terrorists. Well, how many per capita die from terrorism in this country or in Ireland? During the Troubles, it was quite high, but nowadays, 0. And yet, how many of your freedoms are being checked because of that fear? Classic case. Absolutely classic case. So, another thing I was going to say, because I rabbit like you do, we're birds of a feather, you and me, Noel. So my last point, and then we'll have a proper chat, is think about the terms that people use when they're talking about their favourite TV show. Oh, that's not canon.
Yeah.
Where does that term come from? Religion. Okay? It's a religious term. It means that the scripture, this has been authorised. This is canon. That other stuff, that's not canon. Don't listen to that. Don't watch that. Don't read it. It's dodgy. So canon has been pulled over into an entertainment show that we all love. I love Doctor Who. I've always loved it. It helped me in so many ways, like it's helped you. And I can tell that you're a proper fan because you know it helped you as a person. The character of the Doctor helped you to be you. I can tell. So that's the same with me. How do you react? Be kind, be tolerant, be good. Care about the little people. Don't, do the kind things to people. And so when we think about this canon idea, we don't have to be bound by it. This isn't a religion. We're not offending God if we change something.
Yeah.
But that being said, a story should have consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's writing something down there. Can't really see it. But anyway, never mind. I'll look at it later. So we, get the consistency, but then allow it to bend and twist a little bit. What did you want to say? Anything? Now I've had my waffle.
No, I'm going to tag onto that though, and I put it in the chat about assuming good intent. Like what you're saying about immediately reacting to people. We all don't know someone else's story. Like,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
driving, if somebody cuts you off, your automatic assumption is it's an asshole. But you don't know that maybe they just got a call that their family had been in a horrible accident and they're rushing to the ER.
Absolutely.
So we've got to remember everyone across the board needs to remember to put themselves in check and not get so caught up in this because, like you said, the people pulling the strings, I mean, this is how you disravel a society. And they're doing a bang-up job at it.
Oh yeah, they're doing a super job. And to imagine my surprise, I came out of High Control Religion in 1996, 97, went to university. Imagine my surprise when now I'm seeing more and more and more in every theatre this bite method being used. Our behaviour, our information, our thought and our emotions are being controlled. Someone's putting those strings. And it's scary.
Yeah.
And the way you get your authority back, your independence back, is to say, hell, I'm not going to be pulled like a puppet. You're not going to control my behaviour. I'm going to go and seek out the information. That's the beauty of the internet. You can research, like you have. You're not going to control my thoughts, and you're not going to control my emotions.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. When I see a little girl's face light up and tears of joy come in her eyes, I'm going to let that do what it should do, touch my heart. And I thought, you know what, Jodie? Good on you, girl. Well done. That little girl will never forget that moment.
Exactly.
And here's some stupid little rat bag who thinks they're doing the right thing, because people always do. Hitler thought he was doing the right thing. No one thinks they're a monster. But here's someone, I know the right thing to do. I'm going to say they put onions in the face. I know. I'm going to say that there's jiggly pokery going on. They poked her with a stick off camera to make her cry. It's nonsense. And it's cruel. And you're supporting a show about a character who is never cruel. Ever. He doesn't go, ha 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 ha, I've written you again. It's not Eric Cartman.
Yeah, true.
He's not like that. So why are fans behaving like that? Be better. Be the better person.
Yeah.
Like I said, we come out the womb, we're told things are so. From an evolutionary point of view, we're meant to be credulous, okay? We're meant to believe what we're told. It makes sense. Our parents are going to say, look, don't go near that saber-toothed cat, it will kill you. Fair dues, I won't go near it. And they subvert that. They take our credulity and they take a legitimate concern and they wrap it up with what they want. There's a germ of a concern. Like, for example, it is a good idea to have more women involved in things. No one argues against that. Their straw man argument is, oh, you're a bunch of sexist pricks with women on.
I know.
Well, actually, there are lots of things involved in that. Women are home carers, they look after children, their hours are different. It's a packed subject that needs to be unpacked and looked at properly. So they take a proper legitimate concern and they wrap it up in all this crap and they hurl it at us. And they say, you've got to think this way, you've got to feel this way, and don't look at that information, and you better bloody behave because we're watching you.
Yeah,
No,
and I
thank
thought
you
we
very
all
much.
had
I'm
independent
a
thought and
polite,
could have
decent
our own
person.
opinions.
When I meet someone, I treat them as I would like to be treated.
Mm.
And if they're
Exactly.
going to be a git, I step up and I
Exactly.
might tolerate it.
Exactly.
It's as
But
simple as that.
unfortunately, you know, the way society has gone, it's unfortunately not like that. It's people just don't take responsibility for their own actions anymore, and people just, you know, they just say what they want, and nobody holds them to account either.
Well,
Imagine,
what
I mean,
music
that
is
whole
don't
Onion
seem to
Gate
realise.
thing is ridiculous. Onion Gate is ridiculous. I actually did see it, but I just thought it was so ridiculous. I didn't actually want to bring it up because I was more angry about the fact that fans would even have a go at such a wonderful moment, which it was. And I'll keep saying it. And just before I came on live, I actually reinforced it because I actually put a video up of the photographs to show people that I support Anastasia, and her story was truly heartbreaking. And for those few minutes, Jodie Whittaker brought joy to that child's life. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
If
for those few moments, she was the doctor.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because she cared for the little child as the doctor would.
Exactly.
It was a genuine moment.
There's
Of
a
course it
little
was.
kid
It was a
crying.
genuine moment. Of course it was. It doesn't matter whether she was under contract or at neither, which some people have said. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, she did it, right? She gave the child a special moment, and that should be recognised. End of.
A lovely moment.
Yes.
I cried like a baby.
I know you did cry like a baby. I even got a little bit.
Because you could just literally, you could see in her face how unbelievably excited she was.
Exactly.
Just meeting the doc. It was just so much for her, and for anyone to take anything away from that other than the sweet moment it was is just sad.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Listen, Rick,
absolutely.
we've actually ran out of time, my friend.
All right, my friend.
But listen, ring in tomorrow if you want. You know yourself, we like to take as many calls as we can. So if you like to come on, we do enjoy when you come on. You make some great points, I have to say. And I hope people do listen to you and actually, you know, listen to me and others in this live chat. You know, you got to stop. You know, there's a time and a place, and that wasn't
take
it.
a step
And just
back. Remember, that's a human being.
It is.
The complexity
that's
that
it.
involves.
She's a human being like everybody else, and she had a lovely moment. And Jodie, fair play to her. And I will say fair play to her. That's twice now that woman has surprised me, and that says a lot.
Isn't it amazing when Chibs isn't holding the strings, that she can actually
have a bit of personality,
be a human?
Exactly. Listen, Rick, with that, I will say good night to you, my friend.
Good night to you. Good night, Cheryl. Good night, little Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy is in the kitchen.
Bye.
Babe, he got into the kitchen somehow. Yeah. She blocked off the kitchen. Good night, Rick.
I really did a bad job.
Yeah. Bye.
Teddy, get on.
Thanks, Rick, for coming on. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Thanks to all you guys in this live chat. You have really shown the type of people that you are, because every comment that I've seen tonight, everybody agrees with what we're saying, and it's so nice that there's so many of us that actually do agree. You know, at the end of the day, I keep saying it, but it's true. Time and a place. Right, let's bring on our last caller of the evening, and we'll see if he's ready. Hopefully, let's see. Fab call from the Rickster says near the Holics.
That's right.
Yep.
It's catching on.
It's catching on. It's catching on.
Oh, we have more lights than viewers right now. That's always positive.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it is.
In the grand scheme of things.
It is. Of course, we have everyone dislike. By the way,
it's me. It's honest. It's me.
Okay, it's you. It's Cheryl. We found out who's disliking the stream.
Yeah,
it's me wife. Me wife.
Probably because you're whinging on about climate change.
I think I'll have to do something about that. What do you think, guys? I cannot believe that. She didn't really, but it's, do you know what? If people didn't know us, they think I was being serious, you know. But Everybody does. Yeah. My wife, I know. She's one of the nicest. I'll tell you, seriously, she's got heart of gold. Heart of gold. You know what they say, though,
And
behind
you
it.
know that this was really upsetting because you know I never cry over people.
But here's the thing, yeah. But here's the thing, you know what they say, behind every great man, there's an equally great woman. Right there, sitting there on that sofa. Absolute vision of beauty.
Wow.
And
I should
kindness.
really start moving because it's like, where Cheryl's sitting on the sofa. It just doesn't
Oh,
sound-
by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, Cheryl's on the sofa in chains. I lock her up every night before I start
No,
to
it
stream.
makes you sound like a lazy cow. Where's Cheryl? I'm sorry.
It's actually funny because some people used to say, when they say Cheryl's not here first trip, oh, where is she gone? People think I have her locked up in her room. Funny, but that's what they do. They accuse you of the dungeon. Someone says there, the Alex, yeah, I'm gonna throw her in the dungeon after this. Come here. They know we're messing. If people take that seriously, then you know what? Of course they will. Of course they will. Of course they will. There's always someone offended in this day and age.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Nervous a bit.
You're grand. As I said, you know, the more you come on, the less nervous you'll be. Right, listen, I'll just what would you like to talk about? Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about, or would you like me to just ask you some questions to make it easier?
The children need thing, and then
Right.
see where we go, I guess.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I must admit, at first, I was a bit guilty of thinking a bit that they used the girl for a bit of publicity. I thought at first, but then I thought about it, and I was like, no, that was a nice, genuine. That was a genuine moment. I mean, I think they could have done a bit more for her personally, though. So they sort of like carried her off stage.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's big of you to come on and actually say that, because I know some people on one of my videos gave you a bit of stick for your comments, right? But the fact that you've come on here and actually, well, in fairness, you know, you were told to shut up by it.
Even if it was staged, even if it was a publicity and all that stuff, does it really take away from the joy it gave that little girl?
No.
So
No, yeah, and I think that's the point. But he's big enough to come on here and say, you know what I mean, and I welcome that, because that's good. Not many people will admit that they were wrong, and in that moment, and fair play to you, Michael. You know, it does.
I just thought at first they were using her.
Right.
I thought they were using it for publicity, but then, you know, I watched it and I thought, no, that little girl, you know, her smile touched my heart, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was with you though. I mean, my only regret about it, or only negative thing, was I wish it could have been more for her sake.
Yeah, you know,
Not,
I wish it was
not
a bit.
to dismiss
I
it,
wish
just
it-
like,
I just thought she was a bit.
tour the Tardis
Sorry,
and
I'm
got
not.
to do something.
Yeah. I just
Exactly.
thought she could have had a bit more, you know, and possibly shown around the Tardis or something, despite looking
You know
ugly.
what? Well, you know, she could
TARDIS.
have passed out because that was more excitement than she.
Right, will you let him talk?
Sorry, my bad. I was being you for a minute.
See that
Turn
she?
the timer over.
No. You do that to me now. She gives out to me, so I'm at the pulling her up on the folks, right?
Oh, your wife's lovely.
Right. I'll go put it right, because she pulls me up on this, right? She says I cut across people, so let him talk. He's nervous as enough as a bleeding is, right? So listen, I will say well done, right? Because you're big enough to come on here and say, yeah, you first thought this way, but now you know that you are wrong about it, and that takes a big person.
I admit that.
And that takes a big person to say that. So well done. And I wish there was more people like you out there that would actually admit that they've done wrong.
Yeah, I still can't find them tweets. I've looked at my Twitter and it keeps just saying tweet unavailable. I hope you don't think I'm lying or nothing.
No, but do you know what? They've probably taken down the tweets then, because they knew they were threatening, because accounts can be removed for that. So they've probably removed.
I should have screenshotted them. Promise, I don't really understand Twitter that much.
Yeah. See, I'm the same. See, Sharon will tell you that I'm always quick on the ball. So apparently the episode synopsis have been taken down from Twitter. But you see, because I'm clever and stuff, you know, I screenshot these things, and I as far as I know, they've taken it down all over social media. Well, little do they know I actually have them up on my Doctor Who channel. So on
Yeah,
this
I
channel.
might do
So
that.
if anybody wants to have a look at them, because the reason why they were taken down, obviously what's being written in those little things must be true if they've taken them down. So go and check them out and read what some of the episodes are about. And someone did make the point to me, no, these actually do sound good, and if they do them right, they will actually be good episodes. I do agree, but it's not going to happen. You look at the right, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but it's no. I mean, I'll ask you because you know, we've had you on a couple of times, but your hopes for Series 12?
Non-existent.
Right, you've none. Absolutely none at all. Okay,
absolutely none.
Well, I won't.
Chibnall just can't write for Doctor Who.
Right. Well,
and you know, he's hiring people from soaps and stuff like that, which is not Doctor Who in the background you want.
Right. Well, okay then. We'll forget about Series 12 because I think we talked about Series 12 and Children in Need enough.
Yeah.
So let's concentrate
talk about something else, shall we?
Yeah. So let's talk about, because we were doing it. Christopher Eccleston. Doctor, he's 4 series and he's only serious. Any episodes of that that you really liked, or is there any that you disliked? Actually, I've never asked people that. Actually, is there any episode, actually, any story, I should say, in Series 1 of Christopher Eccleston's that you didn't actually like? And Michael, I'll ask you that same question. Is there any episodes in Series 1 that you disliked?
Series 1?
Yeah, Christopher Eccleston.
Got to think about this now.
Right, I'll name out the episodes for you to remind you.
I guess the Slovene ones, even though I like the Slovene, I guess they're sort of weak compared to the others in that series.
The Slovenes,
possibly.
The farty ones. You didn't like them, did you?
Yeah.
No, it was. I mean, it was okay. It's just it was a little. That part was a little bit over.
Yeah, that was Aliens in London and World War III.
Yeah,
I didn't like those episodes myself, to be quite honest with you. And Rose.
You know my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was young at the time when they first broadcast, I felt a bit because didn't we have what did we have before that? Like it wasn't Dalek, it was.
I'll tell you now, because it's been a while since I watched it myself. Right, so I'll call out the episode. We had Rose. The End of the World, The Unquiet Dead was before Aliens.
Rose was okay. I'll tell you that. When I was a kid, I never saw the romantic side to that. Their relationship, the Doctor and her. Never saw it.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Well, it was more of a friendship with Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah.
It was when Jackie was trying to get on with him, all right, but it was when he changed to David Tennant, then Rose just lost her knees, didn't she? And everything else, and our self-respect and our morals.
Martha is definitely underrated, I think.
What?
As a companion. Martha Jones is definitely underrated.
She is. She's super underrated. We're going to be doing a stream on the companions soon, because I want to actually highlight the New Who companions and find out. We're actually going to see who everybody's favorite companion is. For me, in New Who, it has to be
Sarah Jane.
New Who companions. Yeah. Well, she was in School Reunion, but she only made a brief appearance. It has to be
probably Donna.
I would say that Donna is my favorite New Who companion. I think that I even actually think the chemistry between herself and David Tennant was actually spot on. You could see that they were actually friends in real life, and that's what made it better on screen.
Yeah, and probably second be Captain Jack, possibly. I mean, can you class him as a companion?
Captain Jack.
Because he was in the Tardis, wasn't he, for a short while?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Maybe we should have major companions and minor companions, like Nordal.
Actually, we should do something like that, because the Brigadier, in Classic Q, I would class him as a companion, but he's not in. He never really is in companions lists. So is he? I never really see him in companions list, and I would actually say he's more of a companion than the rest of them, to be honest. In New Who, because he was in a lot of bloody.
The Brigadier.
We missed the Brig.
I miss him.
I know. Forget about that Cyberman version.
Oh yeah, no. I thought that was disrespectful.
Disrespectful is more than disrespectful. See, this is the problem that we have with Doctor Who. We have writers and showrunners lately that just don't respect it. I mean, one thing
Oh, no,
we
it's
give
like-
RTD, he did introduce stuff that pissed us off. But one thing about RTD was he got the balance right between bringing new fans in and trying to
Well,
maintain the classic
me and-
fans.
Well, since the start, well, I won't go into details what I do or something like that because in writing stuff like that. Well, my teachers they always say if you want to put politics into your media and write or anything, you have to counterbalance it with another side. You can't go one way.
Exactly.
It's not fair then.
True. The Green Death is a perfect example of that in Classic Who.
Oh, I love that
I
story.
mean, they showed both sides, and that's what you're supposed to do. But in Series 11, we're only seeing one side, and
they went far left.
They just it's yeah, and
well, no, problem is like you shouldn't go far left, you shouldn't go far right. You should take the best things of both sides and cram them together.
Yeah.
I mean that's the way I see it anyway.
But I don't think Chris Chibnall, and I've been saying this from day one, I don't think he has the intelligence to do it. I don't actually think he's as great as a writer as everybody makes it out to be.
To criticize it back in the 80s, didn't he?
Yeah. Dr. Donna was great, by the way. We love the Dr. Donna here. And to us, she's the original female doctor, the first female doctor, Dr. Donna.
Yeah.
And what a doctor, I'm being honest, I don't agree with the gender swap, but what a Dr. Donna would have made, because she had that little bit of humanity and you could see it. And you know what? That's the one for her, Jamie, and who was it? Jamie and Vicky, wasn't it? Were the three that got their minds wiped. But they got that forced event. But her mind was wiped, and that has never sat well with me.
No,
It was, and it still hasn't sat well with me. And even when they brought her back, I was hoping, maybe they could do something to reverse this, because being with the Doctor and the Doctor being with Donna made the two of them better people.
Yeah.
They were brilliant for each other. Yes, you were. Yes, you're my Donna Noble. Yes. And
is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes left. So what would you like to talk about? Because
another question. What's the least favorite episode of season?
What?
Do you like it? Do you like any old games?
Yeah, like Mario and stuff like that. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mario.
Yeah, I love Mario. I have Mario there, by the way. I might do a Mario stream. Do you know what? I might do it on I might set up a little gaming channel. It's just to
gaming
do
zone.
Yeah, just to do little things like that. Because some people are into games, and I've got a PlayStation.
I mean, did you know this is common knowledge? But did you know Mario 2 was actually the original Mario 2 was actually too hard for Western players, so they converted an old game and slapped it to Mario 2. At the time, did you ever wonder why you were picking up vegetables?
Yeah, I know. Mario 2 for me is it's not me. It's my least favorite.
Because that's actually a reskin of a game called Doki Doki Panic, which translates to Heart Pounding Panic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I'm a nerd.
Wow. See, I didn't know. See, I didn't know that. But Mario 2, right? I've tried to actually find, right, because I bought one of those little mini Nintendos, but I think it's but I think it's one of the rip-off ones. I got one for Christmas, but it has Mario 1 and Mario 3 on it. But I did want Super Mario 2, even though just to play it again, because I did like Luigi in it. Because Luigi you jumped with Luigi's legs went like this. You jump up in the air, these little legs you'd be nearly floating. And you had to use Luigi for certain levels, actually. It was very good. I do like now, that's my all-time favorite classic games is the actual Mario games. I love the Mario Kart as well. Mario Kart is brilliant.
Did you ever play any of Zelda?
No, I wasn't into those type of games, to be quite honest. I wasn't into Zelda or Pokemon or...
No, I'm not into Pokemon.
What's the other one? Did they do Dungeons and Dragons or something on it as well? No, I was more into me Street Fighter. Tekken games, obviously they came later on, but Tekken, obviously Mortal Kombat, Batman, I even had the
Yeah.
I even had the Michael Jackson game, Moonwalker. Do you remember the Michael
Yeah,
Jackson
well,
game where you
yeah,
go around
I-
doing the Michael Jackson moves and kicking the shit out of people? Yeah, I had that game.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Oh, poor Michael Jackson.
I know he gets those two
Yeah.
gobshites now. They even
See, that's another.
leaving
side of
Neverland. I mean,
Oh,
I've watched the documentary on it, right? That someone did that actually they actually contradict themselves, right? Because
Yeah.
they've got video footage of their dispositions, right? And what they said in this and for radio stations to ban Michael Jackson's music when actually
Terrible.
it's been proven that these two guys are frauds. Again,
They
there's
are
another
frauds.
thing that annoyed me. You ought to be ashamed of
Yeah.
yourself. Streets of Rage, I played that as well. That's a deadly
Oh, I
game.
love Streets of Rage.
Oh
See,
my God!
I-
Thanks for reminding me of that, Nerdaholics. I have not played Streets of Rage in decades.
Streets of Rage 2 is probably one of my favourite games.
Oh,
of all
nice
time.
game. Ah, we should do a game.
Yeah,
stream
they're bringing out a
sometime,
fourth
seriously.
one. Did you know?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
it's coming out on Switch and PS4s.
Wow,
Actually, I think it might be out already now. Actually.
wow. Garbage
Yeah,
is here.
Sega's
Welcome.
been doing this whole retro revival at the moment.
Yeah, I don't mind the retro games coming out again, but keep
No, I
them the
love
way
it.
they were. You
See,
know,
I
I even have Sonic the Hedgehog there as well, and I have
Oh, I love Sonic.
I have Sonic the Hedgehog, and I have Sonic and Knuckles. Is it Knuckles? Yeah,
Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with Tails. So I have I have them games, but I prefer Mario. Sorry, but there was always see. Back in my day, right, the two big games in those consoles were obviously Sonic the Hedgehog and Nintendo was Mario, right? So I was a Mario head, and there was a couple of my friends that were Sonic the Hedgehog heads, and it'd be gas because I'd go to my cousin's. We used to live in a block of flats, and I'd go to my cousin's house, and he'd be there playing Bleeding Sonic, and I'd be Nintendo was better. We'd have a big argument over which game was the best. Good days, though.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first FIFA that came out, though? Do you remember the very first FIFA that came out? Because I'm only thinking back now, these classic games, man. The ball go real slow across the screen. Classic games.
On your face.
Yeah, do you remember Kung Fu as well? The game Kung Fu. Did anybody play the game Kung Fu? That was brilliant to go around different levels.
My brother got me into the whole retro. Well, see, I grew up in Fandom, an old brother, so I got passed down his old consoles, his SNES, his Mega Drive, his Dreamcast, and all that.
Yeah.
So I've sort of had, and my mum and dad, they grew up in the 80s, you know, the 80s music. So I've sort of been influenced by a couple of generations. See, that's why I always feel out of touch with my generation, really.
Yeah, John Motson's goal in FIFA 96. It's a goal. I remember it very well, and Kung Fu is a deadly game. You literally just stood there and just pressed A and B and you kicked.
Oh, that's on the NES, isn't it? Kung Fu.
What?
Is it on the NES, Kung Fu?
I think it was. It was.
Yeah, I think
It was. Yes, your memory is correct. Yes. I mean, brilliant. They were the days. Look, I like new games today. Some of them are great.
Yeah.
The only problem that I have now is that you buy a game now, and even when you go into the game, then they're forcing you to buy extra stuff, because if you don't have the extra stuff, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I know, that's what it is. Well, how much did we?
That's why I refuse to buy from EA mostly nowadays.
Cheryl got me Black Ops 4 for Christmas, right? And I put the game on. Now I have the Titanic. Yeah, I'm going to start playing it again, actually, because I want to play the Titanic level. But I play zombies anyway, right? But I bought this game for 70 quid, right? It's not even 70 euro, right? Not even a campaign. She paid 70 quid, right, for it, right? But she got me 2 games on the bleeding PlayStation.
Because they're spoiled.
Right? Because, like, she spoils me rotten. My wife loves me unconditionally because, like, you know, she knows what gets to me heart. We met on Doctor Who. This is why I'll defend this show. We met on a Doctor Who group that I set up.
How strange is that?
And, you know, so, I mean,
He thinks they're stalking him.
No, you weren't stalking me, but you did ask very weird questions.
No, it's because I'm American, and when you said I could join your group, and I was like, well, thank you so much, because Americans thank you.
Oh no, she did. She thanked me, but I did find her a bit weird at first. I have to admit. I've always told her this now. She knows this, so it's not embarrassing. Of course, like when you first meet someone, and because I was one person, I'm this type of person, right? I used to be one of these people years ago that'd say, you can't find true love on the internet. Sure, all those people on the internet are crazy feckers, you know, you don't know who you're meeting and all that. Well, how wrong I was. How wrong I was. Got a beautiful wife. Nice little, she got the wackadoodle. That's it. If she had known, she probably wouldn't have married me. Well, she still would have married me. Right there, she said it's not true. She would have married me. So, I know. Me and Cheryl are.
I would have done behavioral therapy for you.
And that infuriates me when these people say that. Well, what they say about your wife, you know, like you beat her and stuff like that. It's terrible what they say. Make up lies.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, are they talking about me again?
No, not anymore. No, it was the last time. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, look, people that know me and you know the way me and you go on with each other.
Get really upset about it.
Yeah, I do.
Just diffuse it.
Yeah, I mean, wife. Of course, I'm going to get upset about it. I don't want people thinking that I lock you up. For feck's sake.
I think you have every right to be upset about it.
Exactly. Right, yeah, but like, look at me and you have personalities that suit, right? We're cheeky to each other. We have a laugh. Sometimes it might come across as weird to a bit.
That's love. That's love.
But that's the way we go on, and everybody that's in the live chat knows how we go on. It's just outsiders don't, and that's fair enough. But you don't. But for people to think that I actually locked her up in a room and that I beat her up, come on.
Oh my word.
If and she'd kick the shit out of me. If she didn't fall apart.
It's like you said, behind every strong man is a stronger woman.
Yeah, and she is. Trust me.
Yeah,
trust me.
And
don't worry, Cheryl puts me in my place if I overstep the line.
Don't they all?
So no, but that's the way it should be. You know,
Yeah,
so that's what the wife is there for, to protect her husband, and I'm there to protect her. And if I step out of line, she call me out on it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not married, but I can see that.
You know, at the end of the day, that's just the way it is. You make it.
You announced there will not be a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you, Cheryl, for reminding me. Right, but before I do that, actually, Michael, because we've actually ran out of time. But listen, Michael,
sorry, I've done
no, you haven't done that. We were talking, so it's fine. But if you want to come out, listen, you did great again tonight. Come on tomorrow, keep coming on, and you get confidence. You've done well.
College, and I've got a load of things on at the moment. So.
All right. Well, whenever you can come on. But listen, thanks for coming on, and thanks for actually being so honest and actually saying what you said tonight, because it just goes to show that, you know, insiders all, you know, we can admit that when we made mistakes, and you know what, you'd be better for it as well.
Yeah, well, the thing is, can I just say, hashtag not my doctor started to be not sexist. It was for the fans to stay all together and to express their opinions of free speech and not be left out of the fandom. And now it's sort of like, it's disgusted me that people have used it as. I mean, they're no better than the pro Jodies.
Exactly.
The Jodie bots, it's disgusting. And I don't want to be part of that.
Exactly. We don't. And she's going to kill me now because I keep saying what
season has brought out the worst in everybody on both sides. I mean, I've done it. I admit that.
Including myself, Michael, including myself. And at the end of the day, we have to be better.
We have to be better.
Exactly.
We have to
be better human beings. And you know, I'm not saying you don't pull up people when they're in the wrong or they do something wrong. You have to. That's the way it is, and it doesn't matter who it is. But that was truly disgusting. Listen, Michael, thank you for coming on, and I really appreciate it. And listen, enjoy the rest of your week. And
you too.
We will talk to you very, very soon. And thanks for coming on, as I said.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna go. Oh, you put me in a meeting to play some Mario now. So.
Right, well, go for it, man. Go for it. Go and play some Mario. Do you know what? I'm about to put myself in the humor to play Mario. I might play Mario 3 now. Oh, here, before you go, right, I have Mario 3. That water world in Mario 3, it's a pain in the hole, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's one of the hard, and you know what? I wouldn't even mind. The world after it is much easier. Like, they just stick the water world in the middle, and it's so...
The only easiest water level that's ever been in Mario would possibly be Mario 64.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't a big fan of the 64 now, I have to say. I have to admit.
No, it's not the best game ever.
Yeah.
Like, even Sunshine's not the best game. The best Mario games, in my opinion, would possibly be the Galaxy series.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's,
Do you know what? Oh, there's going to be I might do a retro night some night. But
I'll come on for that.
Yeah, why not?
Turn it over to me one day.
Why not? It'll be brilliant. Right, listen, Michael, I have to go to make
go.
a few announcements and stuff like this, and then I'm going to end the stream. But listen, thanks for coming on, and thank you everybody that has joined us tonight. Listen, Michael, you look after yourself, pal.
You as well. You both look after yourselves, and Teddy.
Thanks very much. We appreciate it. Good night, pal.
That's okay. Have a lovely evening. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And that was Michael, everybody. Michael, thanks for coming on. Listen, I know you get a little bit nervous, but that was absolutely fantastic. Right. So, as Cheryl has reminded me, I have a couple of announcements to make. So, on Wednesday, there will be no live stream. Now, before everybody panics and say, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong. It's me and Cheryl's wedding anniversary. We're 1 year married. And, of course, we'll be going out and celebrating. So, there will be no live stream on Wednesday.
Because your job is to make sure I keep the phone out.
Because my job is to make sure that I keep the phone out of me missus's hand, and I'm only messing. My job is we're going out to celebrate basically, and we haven't decided where to go, but we have a funny feeling where we're gonna go, and we're gonna have a nice dinner, and we're gonna have some. Actually, we're not gonna just have some alcohol. We're gonna have a shitload of alcohol, so that's why I won't be on. Because I'll be celebrating 1 year today, that day. Yeah, and Cheryl and me drunk. You've already seen me drunk on a drunk live stream. But yeah. So Wednesday is our day, 1 year of marriage, as Cheryl has said. So we'll be celebrating our wedding anniversary. Woo! So I will be on tomorrow, and there won't be a live stream on Tuesday to make up for the one on Wednesday. I think you will all understand that. I just want to spend a bit of time with my wife on our anniversary. So. And what?
And I'm ditching you soon.
No, you're not.
I am, so you want to get all your time.
Yeah, but I didn't want to actually tell people that, but thanks anyway. Yeah, she let the cat out of the bag anyway. Happy anniversary, guys, says Matthew Pounder. We really appreciate that, and everybody that wishes us a happy anniversary. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind year. I'm not going to sit here and say it's been absolutely perfect, because what marriage is. We've had our ups and downs like most couples, but, 1 year, proud of me wife. Love her still,
Wow.
Yeah, still love her after a year, still madly in love. So that's the good thing, And she does. She makes me smile. And when I'm upset, I have to say, when I've been at me lowest, she's been there. She's always there for me. I don't even have to even say where's Cheryl. She's always there. No, we're gonna save that champagne because we're gonna have a shitload of cocktails on Wednesday, like we did the last time. We went out last year. We went to a place. Cheryl said, "Come on, we just go for something to eat." We ended up going for something to eat, and then we ended up drinking a lot of alcohol. And then I come back in the little live stream. Actually, I did too with a few drinks on me. Do you remember?
You drank almost a whole bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, I drank nearly a whole bottle of whiskey. Yeah.
I was starved.
Live on this channel, it was great. I still did me stream. I was actually all right. I heard I was funny, which I don't get told that very often, but apparently I was funny. Yeah, I know I'm not that funny. I can tell the odd joke.
I think we see the joke get told you're funny very
often. I mean, what you call a three-legged donkey? A wonky.
See, well, when you said that, you get told that you're very funny very often. I was gonna be like, well, especially by your wife. Right. So, as I said, Wednesday. And then yes, paper.
And then obviously then on Saturday then I will be live on Ballstreck's channel, and he's also revealed the other guest as well. I will obviously put up a little promo as I always do. I'm going to find out if there's any more guests coming on, but it's going to be a stellar lineup, it looks like. There's myself and Ballstreck, obviously, and there's another big YouTuber that's going to be joining us, and I think there's another guest as well, another YouTuber that's going to come on as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be fun. And we will do, obviously, what we do on this channel. We'll still have the live streams, the live chat, and I'll obviously have throw up a few videos as I always do. Listen, have a good night. I will talk to you all tomorrow night. And remember, stay safe, be kind to each other. And yeah, just listen, be nice to each other. It's just, I still can't get over that children in need thing, but just look, if you see anybody out there that acts ridiculous like that, call them out, because they need to be shamed, because it's wrong, right? And that's the way it goes. So listen, love yous all. Good night. Thanks for all the people that have subscribed the last couple of years. Unknown 289, do me a favor, pal. Lay off the alcohol.
When are you going to learn to say goodbye and just go?
Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Good night, lads and ladies, and telebots and J-bots and all that. Good night. Thanks.